don't say the N word. Unless you're Sam. Bro, I cannot laugh every time I see this freaking art, bro. There's something about it. It's not bad, but like, it's not bad. There's something about it, bro.
It's the chin.
It's the chin.
Music.
The crimson chin. Yeah, it's version 0.1.1. How many CGs do we have? 5 out of 9. Yeah, as you know, I looked online and got spoiled. We got like 3 hours left, so let's try to finish it.
Jesus Christ.
All right, let's go.
What's going on right now?
With the next Fallen Angel.
Is that a rap battle?
Yes.
Hey. I ain't gonna mess with you. I'll hit your wave.
What the fuck?
I wanna talk about that shit
I watch her eyes glide left and right following.
Already started.
Eventually she stops, yet continues to stare at the page.
Is this really how you feel?
I continue to talk to the ceiling. I realized something, Yuri. All my life I've been running away from my problems. I've been pretending they're not there, bottling them up, and they were slowly eating away at me. I was lost. I couldn't find my way out of the darkness I put myself into. I looked straight into her lavender eyes. Weren't you just looking at the ceiling? You were my light.
Look.
You were the light that guided me. You painted the colors after the world had left me gay.
Can you change my damn profile picture?
No, we're not changing them until we finish this spot. I don't really know how to explain it. Love, maybe. I don't even know what the word means, if I'm being honest. But that's just how I feel. I want to be with you, Yuri. I want to spend all the time we have on this earth with you.
So we about to fuck?
I can't imagine being with anyone else. No matter how long or how short it is. Even if I were gone tomorrow, at least I'd be happy knowing that I had met you. Because you were single-handedly the best thing to ever happen to me. So thank you. Thank you for being who you are. So yeah, that's what I think. She looks at me as if I'm an old friend she hasn't seen in years. Her eyes glow in the dim lighting of my room. She stares at me, speechless. It's a bit awkward, but I don't dare break the silence either. I just hold her gaze within mine. Time stands still. It's as if my room is a single room floating in space. Only Yuri and me occupying it with no one else to intrude. Yuri moves over to me.
Hey, we finna fuck?
Oh shit, another CG.
Hey, we finna
fuck! Yo! Can we show this? Can we show this?
Right click.
Hold on. Titan freaking messaged me. Are you a smart fella or a fart smella? Smart fella by day, fart smella by night. Okay.
What does two mean?
I don't know. What is it? We finna fuck? Ayo. Wait, what's happening?
Art fake? I have no idea what your words mean to me.
Well, it's just how I feel. Yuri hangs over me with a temptatious glare. Hey.
If we fumble, bro, I'm gonna be so mad.
Fumble, bro. Our breaths are heavy. They're heavy, alright? I look at Yuri. I look at Yuri as if to confirm what's happening. Oh!
Oh, hey, okay. She wanna do it.
Gulp! Where's the gulp sound like? Okay. Yuri leans down and her lips meet mine. I've never done this before. The nervousness from when I first met Yuri is back. We're both sweating as if we're both at a loss as to what to do. I feel my heart bursting out of my chest. Yuri speaks softly.
There have I. Gotta give us the Glock Glock. No skip, nigga. Damn.
I hardly remember anything of the last few days. They flew by as school beckoned around the corner, and now I'm here, back in the boring lectures of my class. I still don't see a point in school. I can just go to school to be an art major. Then I'll have a line of jobs awaiting me. Right? Right? Right! I guess it's not too bad, however. It's refreshing seeing my classmates to happily chit-chat about their vacation. Meanwhile, the teacher attempts to obtain everyone's attention. She fails to do so as the bell for lunch is about to ring. These last 5 minutes go by agonizingly slow. I shove my homework into my backpack. Homework on the first day back. I'd rather be in prison. I twirl my pen in my hand and can't help but overhear the conversation next to me. Hold on. Friggin' OBS might be broken again.
That is hilarious. You gonna talk about how we was fucking. Do they even have condoms or anything? Shit crazy. You're finna be pregnant.
What?
I know this thing ain't got no type of pull-out game. Like, do you hear the thing he say?
Bro, Yuri was on top, bro. Pray. Prego the ego. Okay. I'm not purposely being nosy. They're just talking quite loud. I don't understand why girls can't use their indoor voices. Women moment.
Woman.
Women. Racer? What? It looks like one girl is showing the other a message on her phone. I don't think it's real. Are you saying you don't think she would do something like that? It makes total sense. It's really weird, but I guess it does make sense. And she wonders why people don't like her. Girl 1 and 2. Oh, hell no. Sounds like more girl drama. Wait, this guy invented Girl 1 and 2 before Dan. Dan plagiarized. I always found it weird how girls talk about other girls behind their backs. Goofy off. Goofy off now. The sound of the gates of heaven being opened. I get up from my seat and go to lunch. Solo quality. It's a nice day, so I choose to eat outside. Unfortunately, Yuri and I don't share the same lunch, so I resort to sitting by myself.
Facts. That's mood, bro.
I go ahead and sit under the large cock in the courtyard. It makes me think of
Brian.
It makes me think of Brian. I'm plugging my earphones to listen to music. Over the last few days, I spent some time compiling my favorite songs to make the ultimate music playlist.
I know that nigga be playing CBAT when he fucking.
A collage of all my favorite songs. This list is truly the pinnacle of music. Also, you guys will love how this mod ends.
Okay.
Just want to tell y'all.
You won't.
You won't. I press play. Skip. I'm looking for a song. A shadow appears over me. I take out my headphones and look at the culprit. How did she leave a shadow? Hey. Is for horses. Are you going to start every conversation we have like that? It's been a while since Natsuki and I last talked. You won't let. Last time we saw each other was in the hospital. Care to take a seat? If I have to. I never said she had to, but she takes a seat on the bench anyway. She pulls out a sandwich from her bag and begins eating. I start to eat my lunch as well. I should start a conversation. What should we talk about? Ask about where she's living. That's the perfect way to start it. Let's go. I take a look at the sandwich she's eating.
You homeless?
Where'd you get that? Home. Or Sayori's home, I should say. There's a short, awkward pause, long enough for me to ask another question. So you're taking care of the house, I suppose? Yeah. Her parents can't schedule a flight until next month. Suddenly my food tastes bitter. Not even Sayori's own parents can be here for her. How hard can it possibly be to schedule a flight to see your daughter? I decide to ask a more personal question. What about your dad?
Fatherless. What about your dad?
She stops bringing her food towards her mouth, lips partly opened. What about him? Is he doing all right? She stares. I don't think Sayori's parents know that Natsuki is living in their house.
It doesn't matter.
She stares hard at her sandwich as if holds the answer to my question. He's fine. I guess that's all there is to it. He's still broke. You are broke, boy.
Boy.
The way she's so upfront with that statement baffles me. It's whatever. It's not like I care or anything. And once again, her guard is back up. That's probably all the info I'm going to get from that topic. What should we talk about? How's it like being back? I mean black. I mean back.
Huh?
It's alright. I miss being able to sleep in however. What? Oh, sleep in however. The commas are important. I give a small chuckle. If you want a small chuckle, go ahead and look at the meme.
What?
You don't get the... Ms. Boyd said that today. What
oh
about
yeah,
you?
I remember. Okay.
I've been good. Thank you for asking. Don't thank me. I was acting to be polite. It's not like I actually care or anything. That wasn't very polite. I continue to humor Natsuki's fake rudeness. My math class is killing me. As the mention of math, Natsuki begins to go on full rant. Oh god. Someone... No, Sayori's in a coma. She might die.
Yeah.
Ah, don't get me started. She
Do you
starts
ever
anyway.
make up that test?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't understand how they expect us to understand any of this. It's like learning a whole new language. Since when did math become more letters than numbers? And what the hell even is trigonometry? It makes absolutely no sense. Find X my ass. How about you find a subject worth teaching? Damn. After basic algebra, everything else is useless. Oh, and imaginary numbers. Those aren't even real. They think it's okay to just make stuff up. They follow such strict rules and then go and add other rules if something doesn't work properly. Seriously, why do math classes even exist? We have calculators for a reason. My teachers act like my life will be dependent on whether I can find a parallel line given a slope and a point. Natsuki huffs in frustration. It's a bit funny seeing her get flustered over something like math. She continues to eat her sandwich. What should we talk about? Have you gotten any news from the hospital? She pauses. She then solemnly shakes her head. No. I told them to keep me updated if anything happens. And yet I haven't heard anything. I get a lump in my chest? What? What? No one says
Where
that.
in your chest?
I get a lump in my chest. He's growing tits,
Lump in
bro.
my chest.
I know it's not good to get my hopes up, but I can't help but pray that Soryu makes sense. I can tell my question left a thickness in the air. Perhaps I should change the topic. What? I finish up what's left of my lunch. Excuse me. Said burp, bro.
He said burp. Burp.
What? That's going in the
Not
quote
the
book.
action of
That's
burping.
going in the quote book. He said burp. He didn't say burp. What is wrong with you?
Better.
What? You're disgusting. I said excuse me. Weren't you ever taught not to burp in front of a lady? Since when were you a lady?
Get a dick.
I know this is one like fan theory that Natsuki is a trap, but this is
It really doesn't matter to me, to be honest with you.
Sam, what the fuck? Natsuki looks like she's about to burst from rage, but then she lets out a long sigh and a smile creeps up on her face. Fine, you win up with this one. Everything's got to be a competition with you, huh? Yep. Also, Darkdick, when are you and Yuri doing? What are you and Yuri doing for the festival? I don't know. Probably just walk around and stuff. Would it be fine if I Natsuki fumbles with her words. He mutters his worms. Spent the festival with you and Yuri. She mumbles the words quickly and quietly. Yeah, that does sound like fun. Alright. I wouldn't have cared if you said no or whatever. Sure, Natsuki.
Hold on. Fucking.
Natsuki is honestly the best character in this mod. No, Langton
No,
is.
Langton.
Langton
Come
and
on.
then Natsuki.
Plankton, like.
Dr. Langton and then Natsuki, bro. Because Natsuki is the only one who's acting normal.
Eh.
Sayori was pretty normal.
Like this Tsundere type, but normal nonetheless.
Hey, we all love Natsuki, come on.
Yeah.
I decided to walk Natsuki to her class once the lunch bell rang.
Sorry, who's in a coma? The fuck?
Sayori literally cannot talk. She called me a stalker, but besides that, didn't protest to me walking with her. Hey, you see that? What? I stop in front of the main office. I point to a small rectangular box on the wall. It's the water fountain. It's the school thermostat.
Oh, the water fountain.
I look up to it. 75 degrees! They do have the AC
Oh,
on!
seven.
No! No! I made a joke about this in Miss Lott's class today. In front of freaking
Why?
Alex. I was like, it's
It's
so
pretty
hot.
hot.
They
They
don't
must have the AC on.
I hate this joke. They do have the AC off. We're in the winter. Why would the school turn the AC on? No one understands. Oh, my shoe's untied. I lost the game. I'm in my next
Never
class.
played the game.
English. I genuinely despise English class. I already speak it. Why do I have to take a class on it? The teacher lectures on the proper way to use a semicolon. In the seat in front of the seat right in front of mine, a boy is on his phone checking messages. The text is too small to read, but I can tell it's a very long message. He must have gotten in trouble with his girlfriend or something. That's relatable. He stifles a laugh. Maybe my previous accusation was wrong. I wonder what the message is about. Who wants to be the teacher? Sam, you can be the teacher.
Who wants to be a teacher? Who would be the teacher? I wonder.
Alex.
I shall be teacher.
Okay.
Artfic,
The teacher calls my name. Uh-oh.
you know the answer to the question.
I don't even know what question we're on. This is how I die, isn't it? I suppose there's no harm in guessing. B. Students hold in their laughter.
Huh?
The
Question is fill in the blank.
Oof. Alright, Darvik, think of something. I'm sorry, I thought it was a trick question. The teacher looks at me with a blank face. I wonder what my tombstone will read. Died of embarrassment. Just when I think the teacher's going to kill me, he breaks into a laugh.
Alright, Stacy. You the answer?
To you, the answer.
To you the answer.
I can't believe that worked. I go back to daydreaming. Bzz. I glance at the teacher and see he's writing something on the board. I sneakily pull my phone out of my pocket. Welcome back. Welcome back to what? School?
Welcome back.
Welcome back to what? School? This person is a student. I look around the class.
Teacher.
No one looks sus. I tried to warn you that it would come to this. Come to what?
That's Engard.
I look up and see the teacher with his back turned. I use this time to type out a message. Who are you and what are you talking about? I gave you the chance to stop, but you didn't listen. You broke my heart. Now I'm gonna break something of yours. Over dramatic much?
Leg.
What does that even matter? I mean, what does that even mean? The goofy bell. The ringing of the school bell shocks me out of my thought process. I shove my phone back into my pocket and try to forget this ever happened.
I'm gonna be real mad when something happens.
It's been a long day,
It's
but I'm home. Did I even see Yuri today? I should at least text her. I pick up my phone and send a message. Sorry I didn't see you today. How was school? Psst.
Fine, thank you for asking.
I saw Natsuki today.
What'd she say?
We just talked about different things and then she asked if she could hang out with us during the festival. I told her she could.
Okay.
Okay. I guess the conversation ends there. I lay down and look at the ceiling. For a first day back, it wasn't so bad. Perhaps this semester will actually go smoothly.
If it's fucking Natsuki.
A few days later.
A few days later.
Beep, beep, beep! Ugh. I swipe dismiss on my phone
Bacon.
alarm. Bacon, bacon. I want that as my alarm now. Bacon, bacon, bacon. The sunlight creeps through my blinds and fills the room. I use my last reserves of willpower to climb out of bed. Wait a minute. Today's the festival. Remembering that all of a sudden gives me a burst of energy. Today shall be a fantastic day. With a clean school uniform and freshly brushed teeth, I start to make breakfast. I place 2 Pop-Tarts in the toaster. I begin to think of all the cool activities that the school will have today. Just thinking about all the unique foods that will be there causes my stomach to rumble. Ding!
How did you...
My 2
Huh?
s'mores Pop-Tarts are ready. I go to grab them. Ow! Fuck! I nearly
Hey,
give myself
no cursing.
first-degree burns trying to grab them. In a quick motion, I grab the pastries with my fingertips and drop them onto a plate. Breakfast time. I finish my meal and check the clock. It's festival time. I grab my daily essentials and depart from my house. I arrive in the courtyard where the festival is being held.
Ain't none here.
Standing here, I realize something. On festival days, we're not required to wear our uniforms.
Like me,
I look around and see people in t-shirts, jeans, hoodies, leggings, etc. Then I look down at my blazer and begin to feel very stupid.
This is what happened if THFest had a fucking festival.
Oh my god.
Hello, Dartfig.
I hear a voice call to me. I turn on my heel and see Yuri and Natsuki. Oh, you found me.
How was your morning?
It wasn't bad. You must have left before me, Natsuki. I didn't see you in Sayori's house. Tumbleweed. Well, unlike some people, I actually wake up early. Hey, I did wake up early. I was just busy eating breakfast. And putting your school uniform on? Yeah, I forgot it's not required today. I guess it's better than you wearing a kimono. I turn bright red and look at Yuri.
I'm sorry, I thought it was funny.
I'm never going to live that down now, am I? Nope. The girls continue to laugh at my expense. Alright, that's enough. So where are we going first? I don't know, Yuri. What do you want to do?
I'm no good with decisions.
Of course. Well, since both of you are useless. Hey,
Damn.
I'll decide where we go. Follow me. At the other end of the courtyard, they have put up different stalls with games. Natsuki points to a particular stall. There! I follow her finger. A dunk tank? We step closer to it. You wanna get in a dunk tank? Not me, you dummy! You! Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Why? Are you scared of getting wet? More so, I just prefer to stay dry. If you touch me in my dry state, you're no fun.
You gonna get wet?
I hear a large voice from behind us. Hey, yo, ma!
Hey, Ma. What was that voice?
It's better than the second fucking. It's better than the fucking second Langton voice.
Second Langton
oh, Yuri!
crazy.
Yuri! What? Oh, Yuri! Welcome! I turn to see a small group of boys looking in our direction. The one who seemed to have shouted at us looks like the definition of asshole. Sleeveless shirts to show off his biceps, low-hanging jeans, gold chains, which are probably fake. Girl with the bust, why don't you get in the tank? Another guy snickers to the group. I wouldn't mind seeing her in a wet t-shirt. Oh, this is horrible. It doesn't take long for me to realize they're talking about Yuri. The douche group continues to laugh between themselves. Ah, I can't believe these assholes. Dartfik, aren't you gonna do something? You can't just let them talk to Yuri like that. Yeah, go fight them. If this guy... No, okay. If this guy fights these guys, I will actually give a shit about the MC.
Okay, yeah, I agree. Second this opinion.
Right, Yuri? Yuri? Yuri is completely stricken from the current situation. Yuri, are you alright?
Can we please just go?
What? And let them get away with it? Look at them! I turn back to the group of guys who are still watching us. Well, are you gonna give us a show or not? Dartfik, do something! I look at Natsuki's rage-filled face. Then to Yuri's petrified expression. Then to the douchebags carelessly laughing at us. I would like to give them a piece of my mind, but perhaps I should let it... Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Do I stand up for Yuri? Would she even want me to stand up? Yes!
Stand up.
What do I do?
Stand up!
Yes!
Let them know!
I walk towards the boys. Hey, asshole!
Yeah!
The main boy looks at me. What did you say? We stand inches from each other. It's only now that I realize he's half a foot in height above me. Yeah, but dude, you are jacked!
Exactly! Book our muscles! Book our abs!
I don't think you should be saying stuff like that. Did your parents not teach you manners? Listen here, you little punk. I could kick your ass right now. I'll fuck you up. I'll fuck you up proper, mate.
Book our abs!
Can't be worse than what I did to your mom Can't be worse than what I did to your mom last night. Oh, damn, dude, he got you. Hey, shut up. He shouts it to his group of friends. I'm only going to tell you this once. He grabs me by the shirt collar and pulls me closer to him. You take that back or I take your kneecaps. I begin to sweat profusely. I'm trying not to show my fear, but I'm doing a bad job at it. So, what will it... He looks over my shoulder. Quickly, he lets go and jumps back about 2 feet. I look back and see a teacher watching us, arms crossed. The douchebag looks at me again. You got lucky this time. You better watch out, punk. The group of boys turn around. Walk away. Okay, I have the smallest amount of respect for the MC now. Can we get the respect meter in this episode? The teacher cop out though, true. Gonna read the damn one.
I've been read this bitch.
Oh, okay. That was badass. I'm fine, thank you. They won't be messing with us anymore. That was like the coolest thing you've ever done.
I didn't think it was very cool. Could have gotten hurt.
Calm down, Yuri. He's fine. I'm just relieved I didn't get punched in the face. That would really ruin the day. Hopefully we can move on now. Don't worry, they won't be bothering us anytime
You
soon.
said that already, nigga.
I'm glad that situation was handled. What was the point of the cutaway? I hear rumbling coming from Natsuki's stomach. Hungry? I'm always hungry. Who are you, Sayori?
Okay.
What about you, Yuri?
I suppose I could eat something.
It's nice to see you haven't changed at all, Yuri.
What's that supposed to mean?
Anyways. Anyway. Huh? You said anyways. The correct term is anyway.
What the hell? With your mic.
Do it, Sam.
Can I even do that right now?
Do it, Sam.
Alright, I try. I just woke up. Oh, God.
He did that in his voice class. It was so fucking loud.
You were like, do the thing. And guess what? I did the thing.
Jolie, do the thing. Why is Evan here? What the hell?
Hey, Evan, I'm gonna get started on that project board tomorrow. But I fell asleep. I fell asleep today. I'm gonna get the
He's
report.
sleeping.
I fell asleep, my boy. Trying to come to my house tomorrow, Evan? We can get down dirty.
What?
Damn, I got after school practice every day.
God, nigga, I will come to your after school practice.
Sus.
He will come.
I will come.
Come. He moaned and then left. That's his death noise. You said anyways. The correct term is anyway. Yo, this is on video. Calm down. Anyway is an adverb. Thusly cannot be plural. Shut up, nerd. I'm not here to learn. I'm hungry, so let's find something to eat. Well, that didn't go how I wanted it to. Okay.
You don't give half a fuck.
We go back to the other side of the courtyard. So many choices. I pan my view to all the different stalls. From noodles to pizza to candy to squid. What are you two thinking? I turn my head to see that both of them are fixated by a certain stall. They both look like they're in a daze, their mouths agape. Following their gaze, I see what... I see... Oh, yeah, well, I give a nickel of a fuck. I see what they are being entranced by. Chocolate? Let's go there.
I agree. I would like to see what the stall has.
It says chocolate!
Maybe it's like dark chocolate, alright?
Oh, yeah, you would like dark chocolate.
I would like milk chocolate.
Same. The good ending. I got copy striked for that on the freaking Undertale video that I used that.
I can't even remember what that was.
It was when we were fighting Napstablook and I was like, hey, I'm not gonna fight Napstablook, and I just walked away. Alright, let's go. We make our way to the stall. A girl with red braids, I thought that said brains, red braids and thick glasses is manning the stall. Hello, Amy. Who is Amy? Oh, it's Amy! Yeah, Amy likes spiders, bro. Shit, bro. The girl's name must be Amy. Amy likes spiders?
I wonder. Oh, Amy likes spiders, yo!
The way Natsuki greeted her makes it sound like they're arch rivals. Hey, Natsuki, it's good to see you again. Amy's tone is the complete opposite. The way she greeted her makes it seem like they're lifelong friends. What have you been up to? I've been spending a lot of time volunteering at the animal shelter recently. What a nice girl. Natsuki leans into my ear. I freaking hate her. What? Why? See anything you like? Natsuki never answers my question. Yuri and Natsuki hover over the assortment of chocolates like a predator over its prey. They start to point out all the things they like. I prefer some real food. Hey, do you girls mind if I leave you here while I grab some pizza? Yeah, whatever. Okay, then. I take my leave. 2 slices, please. I'm handing my pepperoni pizza. I drool over my greasy covered plate. Bro, I hate greasy ass pizza, bro.
Oh god, I just had pizza. Like
Pizza time!
pizza. They gotta say in a Brooklyn accent.
Pizza!
What are you, Chica?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Sam.
I love that video.
I love those videos.
Oh, true.
Oh my god, Justin Bieber!
Oh my god.
That is the pinnacle of 2014 humor.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, it was awesome. Now let me return to
Like
the
my
girls. Whilst walking back, I'm intercepted by a familiar face.
Caught your ass. Hiya, Darthvik.
And here I thought I would have a good day. What do you want?
We haven't seen each other in weeks, and that's how you greet me?
Instead of responding, I take a bite of my pizza, leaving an awkward silence.
You didn't really leave on good terms.
Mm-hmm.
Darthvik, please, can we forget about the past for 1 second?
You know that one video of, like, Tyler, the Creator? And, like, she's like a girl's like, are you fighting the urge to make out with me right now? And then Tyler's like, no, I'm really into this pizza, though. That's this scene. That is this scene.
This is exactly the scene.
No, I'm really into this pizza, though. Fine.
I wanted to know what happened to Sayori.
Sayori. I guess despite what happened, Monica and Sayori still remain friends. Monica's probably worried about her just as much as I am. Even if I don't really like Monica, I feel wrong if I didn't inform her about Sayori. She's in the hospital. Comatose. I send the words out with a shaky voice. Monica looks devastated, but she doesn't say anything. Perhaps she does love her friends after all. Damn it! I'm sorry. Oh, fuck.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. You can't change what happened. Yes, she can. Monica straightens up and returns
What's the
to
point
her
of that?
usual. Monica straightens up and returns to her usual poised persona.
Thank you for telling me, Darthvik. I have to go now.
Go where?
Get new members for the club.
New members?
School board said this festival is my last chance to get members, or the literature club will be cancelled.
I should feel bad, but I don't. Have I become numb to emotions? It's Monica's fault the club was disbanded in the first place. It wasn't me who stirred the pot by joining. Without anything left to say, Monica walks off. That was a random interaction. Out of everyone in the school, I had to run into Monica. I walk over to where I left the girls with my now cold pizza. It's about time. I was beginning to think you ditched us.
Natsuki, Darthvik would never do that.
The pizza line was long. I look at what they're holding. They each have bags full of sweets in their hands. That's a lot of chocolate. The stands begin to get more and more crowded as students gather around. Welcome, everyone! Know that all proceeds will be given to charities to help sick animals in need. What a nice girl. Bro, Amy sounds like a nice girl, bro.
Who knows?
Man, fuck you. She does like spiders, though.
Fuck you!
She does like spiders, though.
Yeah, Spider was Black Widow.
Yeah, black people. I mean, black
Yeah.
widow.
Huh?
Ugh, look at her. Disgusting. I still don't know what Natsuki's vendetta against Amy is, but perhaps it's best if I don't ask. Yeah, I didn't ask. Once again, we walk back to the other end of the courtyard to find a table to sit at. In the amount of time it took to walk over here, I have already consumed my triangular meal.
My gluten disc.
We finally arrive at a table under the big cherry bomb. Once again, this tree reminds me
Care about Brian.
Once again, this
God,
tree
why Brian?
reminds me of Brian. I wonder if it'll ever grow this big. Natsuki and Yuri begin to dig into their bags of chocolate. You know eating all that sugar will only lead to you crashing later?
Oh, don't worry, Darthvik. I'm only gonna eat a little bit.
Yeah, right. This chocolate will have little effect on me. She, like, dies instantly. Sugar doesn't actually make you crash.
What are your sources on that?
Dude, just trust me. Source literally trust me, bro. I dismiss Natsuki's unfactual logic. I notice a sheet of paper sticking out of Natsuki's small purse. What's that? A poem. May I see it? No. Why not? You wouldn't like it. That's what you said last time. Ugh, fine. She gestures at me as to say, I don't care what you do. I pull the sheet out of her bag and unfold it. Yuri slides next to me to read it too. Time. The past is a cold place, a time I try to forget. An abyss that stares into my face, a place I can't run from just yet. The present is an odd place, the place for all who live, a location lost in space, a time with nothing to give. The future is a dangerous place, a period where dreams come alive, arriving soon with no time to brace, only if you're able to survive. Time is in the palm of my hand, but there's things I can't understand. The only thing I know is to keep your hopes up high and your head down low. That was interesting form, but yeah.
Hey, don't judge, alright?
Bruh. Looks like Natsuki's poem style hasn't changed too much. It's still simple, yet impactful. This poem seems to be about the future. Do you two have any plans for after school? Somewhat. That's fine, I don't really have a plan either.
The future's scary to think about, yet everyone tells you to always think about it. People tell you to don't worry about it, but if you don't worry, how will you be ready? And time just ticks away and the future marches ever closer relentlessly and...
Yuri, calm down! I'll probably just go to college like everyone else.
It's spitting.
Any ideas as to the major? Cooking, obviously. I'm good at it and it's what I enjoy doing. And if I can make a job out of doing what I love, then that would be a dream. Good to see Natsuki has the luxury of having her life in order. I haven't the slightest clue as to what I want to do. What about you, Yuri? What do you want to do?
I wish I could do something I love.
Well, what do you like to do?
Reading.
Yuri mumbles her words as if she's embarrassed about her hobbies. Why don't you write a book? Become an author. An Arthur.
Author? An author?
That'd be awesome, Yuri. You could get famous.
Famous? I don't think I want that.
What if you used a pen name? Write under an alias without actually disclosing who you are. You're a fantastic writer, Yuri. Probably the best writer I know. It'd be awful for you to waste such potential. Plus, nowadays, thanks to the internet, it's super easy to publicize your work. That's true.
I suppose.
R.L. crap.
I suppose you're right.
Shut up, Alex. Hey, best Minecraft mod pack, though. Of course I am. I begin to slowly relax in my seat. Our future isn't exactly a comfortable topic to talk about, but it's so important. What do we do after we graduate? Where do we go? Will Yuri and I still be together? Will Alex still be writing shitty stories in his basement?
Damn, man, why you going after Alex like that? What he did? Alex, defend yourself.
He's gonna say no. I got it!
Read him like a book.
He's right. I don't know what the future holds for us. But if that future involves her, I'll be happy. The afternoon sky begins to take hold as the girls talk about different things. Eventually, Natsuki stands up. I have to start heading home now. It was nice spending the day with you. It was nice hanging out with you too, Natsuki. Ah, gross. We all share a laugh. The only laugh you can have when surrounded by friends. Shut up, Sam. A laugh that takes the moment and encases it into your head forever. Shut up!
Charging my laugh.
You gotta charge it up, Sam. Release your energy.
No.
It's a memory you wish you could only hold on to for just a little bit longer. What? But we end up saying our final goodbyes and Natsuki soon disappears through the crowd. Now it's just Yuri and me under the shaded cherry blossom tree in the center of the courtyard.
I had a lot of fun today, Darth Fig.
I did too. The orange sun shines its light straight into my face. The large horde of students has also diminished to just a few groups as well. Shall we walk home? Yuri flashes a smile brighter than the sun in my face.
Let's go. Ugh.
I guess this is where we part ways.
Yes, I'd prefer to get a good night's sleep after today.
I understand. I just want to go to bed too. I'll see you tomorrow.
I'll have my follow-up appointment tomorrow, correct?
Yeah, Dr. Langton just wants to see how you're holding up with the medication.
Of course.
Yuri has always seemed nervous around Dr. Langton, but she's been doing great. I don't believe she's even shown any noticeable side effects.
Good night, Darthvik.
She lays a quick kiss upon my lips before turning and vanishing into her home. Good night. The last remaining bit of sunlight has left me. I walk alone on the lamp-lit sidewalk. I walk a lonely road. I gaze into the ray of lights in the dark and watch the dust float through them. My feet stop in their tracks in front of Sayori's house. There's an emptiness in my gut. Sayori's bedroom light is on. Part of me imagines that it's Sayori. Maybe she woke up and returned home safely. I blow out and watch my breath form mist in the cool nighttime air. Pretty sure nighttime only has one T, but I could be wrong. The last remaining lights in Sayori's house all suddenly flick off. Now I simply stand in the dark, neath the halo of a street lamp. I let out a sigh once more. Well, I don't want to catch a cold out here now. I begin to step out inside my house and go to sleep.
Must be getting on the frickin' time skip. Ah.
A light glow shines into my eyes, waking me up. I tighten my eyes before finally opening them. I extend my arm to grab my phone and bring it to my face. Saturday, 9:42 a.m. Ugh. I look out the window. There appears to be some heavy cloud formations growing. Perhaps a storm is coming. I climb out of bed and start my day. I flop down onto my living room couch. For a while I just sit in the serenity of my empty house. Always empty. Psst. Huh? I bring my phone into my field of view. It's Yuri.
Is it okay if I start heading toward your house?
I type out a response. Yeah, that's fine. My arm falls limp again and I sit lifeless on my couch. I feel so bored today. Hopefully Yuri shows up soon to save me from this void that is my living room.
I'm on fire.
For the next 20 minutes, I just sit on my couch staring at the ceiling. Suddenly I hear a bell. That must be Yuri. I heave myself up off the couch and make my way to the door. I gently open the door.
Gently open the door.
Yuri appears on the other side. Hey, what's up?
Good afternoon, Darthvik. Are you ready to go?
Let me make sure I got my wallet. Where are they going? I slap my ass as hard as I can.
Go back. Why did he say that?
No, let me make sure I got my wallet. I slap my ass as hard as I can. I got everything. Let's go. Yuri and I step outside and head towards the psychiatrist's office. Hello, you two. Welcome back. He speaks in his usual upbeat tone. Not exactly the kind of voice you'd imagine a psychiatrist to have. I shake his hand like always. He then offers his hand to Yuri and they shake as well. Well, shall we get started then? He gently opens the door to his office and gestures for us to step inside.
It's like every other sentence.
We walk over to the couch and take our seats. Naturally, Dr. Langton sits in that chair opposite to us. So, as you know, this is simply a checkup. I just want to make sure the medication is working, everything is fine, etc.
Okay.
Yuri fidgets in her seat. That's odd. After all this time, I'd figure she'd be used to Dr. Langton by now. I guess we should start with the most blatant question. Have you been self-harming at all, Yuri? She shakes her head.
No.
That's good. He scribbles in his notebook. And I believe school has started back up again, is that correct? Yuri nods. Oh, thanks,
What
Sam.
does that mean?
What does what mean?
And it saw?
LinkedIn is Saw? Wait. What are you talking about? The creepy dude.
Creepy dude? Like
Are-
the all pink?
Saw, like... Oh,
Oh.
shit!
Why would it be
Maybe.
him?
I don't think it's him.
I don't think it's him as well.
Why would it be him?
Troll.
And how was the first week back?
It was fine.
He continues to stare at Yuri.
My
Just-
computer is going to die. What? Look at the charger.
Just
It's so
fine?
dark. Yes.
Something feels off here. Even with the exception of Yuri being an introvert, her one-word replies seem unnatural. It's like she's forcing the words out. Dr. Langton has leaned over his knees examining Yuri. That is creepy. After a short time, he leans back into his chair. He looks down at his notes, readjusts his glasses, then looks back up at Yuri. Are the kids at school treating you okay, Yuri?
What do you mean?
Oh, it's fucking Monica, bro. I'm just asking how the students behave. Are they nice, cheerful? Are you making friends? That kind of stuff.
They're okay.
Dr. Langton stares at Yuri for a few more seconds before finally writing into his notepad. Is Yuri not going to bring up the group of boys? Maybe it's not important. Or maybe it is. Yuri is acting weird, even by Yuri standards. But is it really my place to say anything? I'm just a bystander in their meetings, after all. But I feel it's the doctor's right to know. I have to speak up. Well, I don't have a fucking choice.
Why can't you just like? Why can't you?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I would do here.
No. This is Yuri's fucking character's.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully Yuri doesn't resent me for bringing this up. Well, there was this one interaction yesterday. Oh? He leans onto the edge of his seat. Yuri jerks her gaze onto me. There's fear on her face. Maybe I shouldn't have brought it up. Too late to go back on it now, though, as I've already opened the can of worms. It wasn't anything, really. Just a group of immature boys shouting obscenities. Dr. Langton softly bites down on the tip of his pen. After a short period of thinking, he finally says something. And how did that make you feel, Yuri? Oh! Magic cleanses her hands, trembling. She presses them into her lap in an attempt to cover it up. Cover what up? What?
Over the shaking of her hands.
Oh, okay. You can be honest with me. I won't judge or think any less of you.
I was angry, embarrassed, sad. There were so many emotions at once. It was like a .9 earthquake came and shook the very fabric of my soul. And then several equally as powerful aftershocks hit me right after.
Yuri takes a moment to collect her thoughts. The doctor remains silent as well.
But then Dartvik acted. Got us out of that horrendous situation. I'm very thankful for that.
She clenches my hand and gives me
Hey,
a soft smile.
the good
The
thing.
respect meter just rose, bro.
Yeah, it's like 2%.
When it gets to 100%, I actually think this is a good mod. Well, Dr. Langton scans over his notes. That's good to hear. I understand school can be a challenge, and I know kids can often be brutal at times, but I think as long as you two have each other, there's nothing that will hold you back. He gives us both a huge, almost cartoon-like smile. Gives the Grinch. Anyway, moving on. How's your prescription holding up? If I recall correctly, you should be requiring a new order soon, correct? He flips through some papers on his desk to reassure himself.
Correct.
Well, the pharmacy already has the file, so you can go at your own time. Moving his arm up in a large motion, he not so casually checks his watch. Well, he then claps his hands together. I think that's all we have for today. Any questions? Yuri and I exchange glances. No, I think we're good. Wonderful. Feel free to contact me on when you want to schedule your next appointment. With that, he begins to shuffle out of his office.
We do not want you there.
We arrive at Yuri's house. That went fairly well, I'd say. What do you think, Yuri? Yuri, you okay? She's been acting weird recently. Or weirder than usual in any case.
I'm fine.
Fine? Whenever a girl says that, usually things are the complete opposite of fine. I subconsciously begin to take steps towards her. But Yuri begins to back away like an animal caught in a cage. However, she only backs away so far, and I find myself inches from her. Yuri is only a little shorter than me, allowing us to maintain eye contact fairly easily. Even with that, she refuses to look me in the eyes. She banes to slowly open her mouth.
I
Breathe, Yuri. Take a moment to collect your thoughts. It's something she's done time and time again. Finally, she speaks up.
Hey, damn. I'm going to drop out of school.
Damn!
Just let me for real.
What? Drop out? She can't actually be serious. Okay, time out. Rewind. You're what? Why are you blue?
Why are you black?
There's a tinge of annoyance in my voice.
This is why I didn't want to tell you. I knew you'd be upset.
Wait, how long have you been keeping this from me?
For a while now.
I feel disappointed, and also a bit furious. The thought of Yuri hiding such a big decision from me hurts. Why are you just now telling me?
I didn't want you to worry.
Yuri, all I do is worry about you.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, the music!
Oh, God, the music.
Yeah!
Goofy! Shut up, Goofy!
A contorted expression grows on her face, as if she just saw me kick a puppy.
I didn't realize I was such a burden to you. Nothing to worry about.
That's not what I meant.
I'd hate to be a burden to you, Perfect.
I didn't say that.
I guess I'm just not capable of looking after myself. After all, I'm just a girl with scars.
Where is this coming from?
I don't
This
know.
is so random.
Music. It's so funny. Sorry. The girl with no other than the girl with no friends other than words on a page. I'm useless.
No, Yuri, you're not.
Explain why you feel the need to spectate my every walking moment of the day.
Don't get upset at me for the secrets you've been hiding. Look, now we're getting off topic. Back to my point, you can't drop out of school.
Why not?
You just can't.
That's not your decision to make.
Regardless, it's still a bad decision.
You just don't understand.
That's the problem, you never tell me. Okay, answer me this. Why do you want to drop out? Your grades are exceptional.
Has nothing to do with my grades.
Is this because of the boys yesterday? I told you not to worry about them. My voice grows more irritated with each sentence.
It's not just that. It's...
What is it?
I can't say.
No, we're not keeping any more secrets from each other. Man, this guy just lost all respect.
Yeah, back to zero.
Yeah, this guy is... He's handling this very poorly.
I would have left.
Yeah, honestly. We're not keeping any more secrets from each other. Tell me what's wrong.
I don't want to talk about it.
No. I've worked too hard to get close to her, and once again she's shutting me back out. Bro! If she does not want to talk about it, don't make her talk about it! Damn it, Yuri! My thoughts are cloudy. I don't know what to do. If I let her shut herself in, she may never come back out. Just tell me what's bothering you.
I can't.
I feel my bloodstream heating up. Please stop resisting my help!
Please, don't do this.
Do what? Help you? Listen to you? Actually take the time to find a medical professional to treat you and all of your problems? Everything I do, Yuri, it's all for you.
Okay.
Yuri just shakes her head while trying to hold back tears. MC about to go, He's going crazy.
You get on the straight and even.
Yeah.
I didn't want this.
You didn't want this? Of course, Yuri. How could I forget? I'm just the guy who chased you down, barged into your house, and forced his way into your life unwanted.
It's not like that.
Then what is it like?
I don't know.
Please just stop saying that. Surely you have to know something. This is going nowhere. My hands are shaking as if I drank a liter of an energy drink. I can feel the steam rising out of my ears. I have to keep pressing forth. No, you don't! This is what she did when I first found her cutting her wrist. She pushed me away as far as she could. I can't let her ruin her life. I catch a glimpse of myself in the window. My enraged reflection stares back at me. What I see disgusts me. Here I am, yelling at the girl I thought I loved.
Perfect.
Yuri's voice snaps me out of my daze. She's no longer yelling. In fact, her voice is so quiet it's barely audible.
I don't want to see us like this.
Bro,
Bro.
did you read it?
I did.
I did not hear you.
Read it louder.
Love. I've heard that word so many times the past several months. I've heard it come from Yuri's lips. My lips. My best friend's lips. I feel it's been said so much it's lost all meaning. If you really loved me, you would tell me what's wrong. Don't play this card, bro. That is the worst thing you could say.
Respect.
That is the worst thing that you could say in this situation.
And it's fumbling. If you trusted me, you'd give me time.
Exactly. I don't know who to trust anymore. Bro's just messing everything up.
3 people.
I can taste the venom dripping from my teeth. Man, trying to speedrun the breakup for real. It's bitter yet satisfying to feel spit out of my mouth. What? To feel spit out my mouth? A tear glides down Yuri's face.
All the memories we made. Stories we shared. Time we spent.
Guess even hot love has a cold end. I look her straight in her eyes. The windows to the soul, as she put it. I suppose they're just bittersweet memories at this point. I feel like a failure. After everything I've done, you still don't trust me. It's not that, bro! Remember when we grew Brian together?
That'll fix everything.
Brian must fix the marriage!
Brian walks up.
He walks up. Yuri's retracted body only makes me feel worse. It pains me to see her like this. So why can't I stop? Now it's my turn for my voice to be barely audible. Why don't you like anyone?
Didn't see the messages.
What messages? What messages?
Oh, ones that everyone saw.
I think to myself, what a wonder. Last week, the boy in class who stifled a laugh at a long message. The 2 loud girls in my class. They were talking about someone in some text message. What was in the messages, though? I have to know. I look back at Yuri. She looks lifeless. But I have to make a choice. Oh, there's no going back at this point. Yuri, you have to tell me what was in those messages.
You're hypocritical. Can't.
Damn it, Yuri, you're not helping me. With every one of my attempts to get closer, she still pushes me away. This is bullshit! How can I help you if you don't tell me what's wrong? What could be in those messages that would make Yuri want to drop out?
You regret falling in love with me, Dark?
I swear, whatever this man says next will determine this relationship, bro.
It's probably gonna be bad.
That question comes out of nowhere, but I still form an answer. No. I regret believing that you had fallen for me. Yeah, and that's it. That's it, bro. Yuri has taken... Yep, roll credits. I'll give you a big chunk of finger if you drop out. Liked it. Yuri has taken aback from my statement. Bro, now these guys need marriage counseling and shit.
Exactly.
Her eyes begin to...
get Langton again.
I know. Her eyes begin to fill like waterfalls. But tears don't fall. They crash.
Go away.
What?
Go away, Dartfic.
Her voice is still barely audible, but there's force behind her statement. So this is how you want to be?
Please, just go.
I don't say anything after that. There's nothing left to say. I stare at her for a bit longer. I take in her long purple hair, her woman-like body, and her lavender eyes. The lavender eyes, that even red with tears, still pierce straight to my soul. I turn on my heel and leave her house. Bro fumbled.
Hey, we kind of had a play in that.
Thank God. For once, it's not the morning sunshine that wakes me up. This time I'm shocked away by the sound of crashing thunder. There's a storm screaming outside. Without the sun, I have no idea whether it's morning or afternoon. I check my phone. 10:24 a.m. It's a bit late, but not too bad. I climb out of bed as the rain continues to pour.
Not tripping?
I sit down on the couch. Ugh. Resting my elbows on my knees, I press my face into my palms. What did I do yesterday? Yes, you are tripping.
Bro, I swear to God I'm tripping.
What happened?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm looking at the fact. Or editing.
What did I do yesterday? I yelled at Yuri for no reason. Stupid, stupid, stupid! I smacked my forehead repeatedly. I got upset and allowed my emotions to get the better of me. This is my fault. I feel like my insides are being pricked by needles. I really am a failure, huh? There has to be something I can do. I need to apologize to her. Lightning continues to strike outside. I look outside my living room window. It shows no sign of stopping either. The rumbling continues to shake the ground. Rumbling. Rumbling. Flashes of light fill the glass screen. I run back upstairs. Throwing open my closet door, I grab my raincoat. I'm going to apologize to Yuri in person. Draping it on, I begin to prepare myself for the icy rain. What in the world? I pull my phone from my pocket. It's a random number, but I recognize the area code. Hello?
Hello, may I speak to Darthick, please?
Speaking. And who is this?
I'm calling from Northeast Medical Hospital.
Northeast? The hospital? Why are you calling me?
You're listed as the emergency contact for Miss Sayori.
Sayori fucking died, bro. Sayori. Is everything okay? Oh, thank God.
Yes,
okay.
he's awake.
That's good. My grip loosens and my phone nearly slips out of my hand. Bitch, back out, back out!
Yeah, she's coming back.
Awake? Sayori's awake? My mind begins racing faster than the lightning outside. This is incredible news, so incredible I forgot how to speak.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, I'm sorry. Can I see her?
Of course. That was the whole purpose of this call.
Okay, I'll be over there soon. Thank you so much.
Very welcome. Goodbye.
MZ about to fall back on Sayori. I hang up and jam my phone back into my
Sayori,
pocket. Without another thought, I tie my shoes and dash out into the storm. And I dash out into the storm. We lost. We lost. We lost the genocide route. I arrived to the hospital. Its cold hallways do nothing to warm me up from the freezing rain. I begin to walk towards the secretary desk. Halfway to it, the hospital doors fly open. A brown-haired man wearing a regular shirt and jeans comes barreling through. He has a worried expression. He cuts past me and to the secretary desk. She points the way to a doctor. He rushes to the doctor down the hall. The doctor, with a sour face, points to a room. The man finally rushes into the room. I'm at a loss. Alright then. I finished my trek to the secretary desk. Don't call it a trek, bro.
Trek. May I help you?
I'm looking for Sayori, no last name. She begins to scroll through her computer. Your name? Oh,
Name?
Dartfick.
Dartfick.
Perfect.
Sayori is in room 309.
Dartfick, last name Shizzle. She points behind me. Also, canonically in this story, the guy's last name is Shizzle. It's Dartfick Shizzle.
Not Shizzle. Just take those elevators to the 3rd floor and follow the hallway.
Thank you. I practically run from the desk to the elevators as if it were a race.
You sprint.
3rd floor. Why does every part of a hospital look the exact same? I silently damn the architect who designed this place. There's a line of doors before me. As I walk past them, I take note of the numbers. 307, 308, 309. I lightly knock on the door. There's no response. My hand presses down on the handle. I gently open the door. I walk into the hospital room. Somehow it's even colder than the hallway. My eyes pan through the blank walls. I spot Sayori laying on the bed.
So new.
Sayori.
Hard to fit. Ah!
Cross the room in a flash and embrace Sayori. Oh my god. I was so worried. I'm so sorry, Sayori.
Dartfick. Is that really you?
I could ask you the same thing. If I couldn't feel her soft skin in my hands, I wouldn't believe it was actually her. I stifle my sobs and collect myself. I stifle my sobs? I stand over her bed.
I'm sorry, Dartfick.
No, this is my fault. I should have done more to be there for you, Sayori. I was so caught up in my own feelings I never thought about you. I was selfish. Sayori just smiles sadly. Anyway, Yuri and me kind of fell off. You trying to...
Right here.
Right here in this hospital room. Huh? Oh. That was not the reaction I was expecting.
I was the selfish one. I did the most selfish thing possible. I didn't think of anybody else in that moment.
Her eyes are red from tears. I watch as they glide down her cheeks and crash onto the plain white sheets of the bed. I'm just glad you're awake. You're actually awake. I repeat myself just to confirm this is actually real. I was so scared. I really can't put into words how concerned I was.
I'm sorry I made you sad.
I waved my hand dismissively. Enough with the apologies. Let's agree to just both be sorry. The corners of her mouth raised.
Okay. So, how is everyone?
Good. I nod reassuringly. Everyone's good. Natsuki's holding down the fort for you?
That's nice of her. And you and Yuri?
A pang of guilt flashes over me. I still haven't apologized to her. We're fine. I lie through my teeth. Sayori has been through enough. I don't want to worry her with my problems. I attempt to shift the topic. I know I sound like a broken record, but I'm just really glad you're awake. I was losing sleep over you.
Meanwhile, I was gleaning sleep.
The fact that Sayori can still keep her aloof attitude I find somewhat admirable. Knowing she's okay does put a smile on my face. I just want things back to normal, Sayori. She stares out the window.
Do you know what it's like being in a coma, Dartvic?
No, can't say I do.
It's kind of like you're sleeping. Time passes differently when you're asleep. I woke up, I was worried I was 50 years in the future and everyone would be all old and wrinkly. It was also scary.
She stares at me with her sky blue eyes. Blue skies?
Oh?
Oh?
There were times when I was aware of my surroundings.
Aware?
Could sense things, if that makes any sense.
I see dead people. It doesn't.
Sometimes I could feel the nurse changing my IV, or I could hear the doctors
Also,
having a
how
conversation about-
clean is this floor? Jesus.
They whacked that motherfucker.
I know.
One time, I heard the doctor discussing with my parents on the phone about something called the patient's right to die. Whether or not it's ethically okay to put me to sleep.
I don't think it is. Personally.
I mean,
You
you gotta think about it, right?
need someone's consent to kill them.
Yeah, you need that person's consent.
Yeah. Because that's, I'm not going to get into this. I'm going to get canceled. My heart drops into my stomach. Just hearing those words causes my legs to grow weak.
It was like I was watching a movie of my own death. And the scariest part is that I couldn't use my legs to run away. I didn't have a voice I could use to call for help or talk to myself to keep me company. It gets lonely. See your fears come to life. I'm glad I'm not afraid of the dark.
She gives a small giggle before returning to a serious tone. Or as serious as someone like Sayori can sound.
It's hard to escape your own inner demons when you're encaged in your own mind.
I'm so sorry you had to go through that, Sayori. I placed my hand on hers.
It was an interesting experience, to say the least. I knew you could learn so much while you're asleep.
I'll make sure to tell my teachers that. We share a small laugh between us. That sound gives me a nostalgic feel of our childhood. Back when Sayori and I would play around the block, climb trees, cause mischief. I refuse to believe that girl is gone. But as I look into her eyes, I see despair. Would it be better to go back and change what happened?
Don't dwell on the past.
She says that as if she read my mind.
Like I said, I learned something while I was asleep. This experiment showed me what I have become.
Okay, no, I'm tripping.
The solution I took to try to stop the pain. And in it, I almost lost the most important thing to me. Yes. Alright.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sam, gotta work on that poster.
Shush. Alright. Night. I will work on the poster, Chris. Have you worked on your poster? No.
Yeah, because freaking Hunter's mom literally won't let me.
What?
I'll talk about it later off stream. Or not stream,
All right.
recording.
My eyes have opened to something newer, something greater. What's the word for that?
Epiphany, he's gonna say that.
Epiphany?
Fucking Reddit, bro.
Is that the right word?
Yuri would probably know.
I don't know if I'll ever beat my depression. But I do know I won't let it beat me.
Hey, better stalemate than to lose.
Should I win? Fuck. Life on battle.
And I'm willing to stay by your side through it all.
I think I'd like that.
Sayori gives me a smile. And this time, it's a genuine Sayori smile. A smile that fills this bland white room with hope, purity, and warmth. Everyone is going to be really happy to see you back.
I'm sure. You know, for a second I was expecting both you and Monica to be here.
Monica? Why would we be together?
When I woke up, I actually spoke to her. She said you and her would visit me.
Sayori, I think the anesthesia is still affecting your brain. How would Monica get a hold of me?
She has your number.
What?
Doodump.
She what?
Her house.
Light bulb.
Light the bulb. Oh, I know who has my number.
Monica has my number.
I gave it to you when you joined the club. It's only
Eureka!
You're...
Eureka!
Ow, it hurt. Only obvious a club president should be able to contact her members.
Well, this was an obvious twist.
No, no shit.
My mind is having a hard time keeping up with its own thoughts. The pieces of the puzzle slowly start to take form. It's like the girl with the freaking equations going around her head.
I swear to God, my nigga. If this nigga say light bulb, I'm gonna kill myself. Anyways, Dartvik, are you alright? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Sayori, where's Monica?
Oh no. I believe she said she'd be stopping by around...
She looks at the clock on the wall.
Oh, how convenient. She should be coming any second.
I need to go to the bathroom. Do you mind?
Not at all?
I turn on my heel and power walk out of the room. Alright, before we go, because I think we're about to go like headlong onto the finale. That was the best scene in the whole mod so far.
Oh yeah, totally.
I think.
Fucked with it.
That was really good. I run down the corridor. I don't look where I'm going. Suddenly, I find myself falling. Oof! My head starts to throb. The cold tiles press against my face. Ugh. I place my hands on the floor and push myself up. I collect my bearings and look to see who I ran into. Of course. As Sayori said, how convenient.
Hiya, Dartvik.
Damn.
You know, you should really be more careful. Even if we're in a hospital, it's best not you hurt yourself.
Cut the banter, Monica. I know what you've been doing. I stick my finger in her face.
Oh God!
This
right?
ends now. Why are you trying to fuck up my life?
What do you mean, Dartvik?
You think I'm dense? I figured out your little game. All those strange texts, they're from you.
Well, it took you long enough to figure out that one.
What is wrong with you? What the hell?
I'm the bad guy. You racist.
Do you find enjoyment in ruining other people's lives?
I could ask you the same thing. None of this would ever happen if it weren't for her.
Her? What are you talking about now?
You and your little girlfriend. Think you can intrude on my life?
We didn't intrude on anything. What? Did we ruin your perfect life?
Yes.
I'm stunned by her straightforward answer.
You did. Everything was perfect. My family was loving. My grades were second to none. Everyone loved me. I had friends. I had a club I was proud of. The only thing missing, someone to share it with. Then you came along. And finally, I had someone to share my life with. But you didn't choose me.
Monica's voice grows louder with every sentence.
You didn't choose me? Why, Dartfic? I had something perfect, but instead you chose a broken girl.
You shut your mouth right now! Step to face with Monica. Step face to face with Monica.
Can't do anything now. Tried to warn you. I tried showing you her true side, but you were too oblivious. Why? Why couldn't you have loved me instead?
The hospital staff and even some patients have been silently witnessing our quarrel.
My life could have been perfect. Why didn't you choose me?
Maybe you're not as perfect as you think. Monica is shocked by my words. I recognize that look in her eyes. It's the same look Sayori showed when she confessed about her depression. It's the same one Natsuki showed when she spoke of her father. It's even the same look Yuri had when she told me about her cutting. They all share that same look in their eyes. The look of fear. Fear of being lost in an unforgiving world. I didn't want any of this, Monica. I just wanted a normal life. Yoshikage kid!
Brian!
Same look Brian had with Brian. But that's not what was given to me. Just like you, I had dreams of a perfect life. But this world isn't perfect. You have to learn that eventually. Monica looks heartbroken. Her words come out as a whisper.
No. No, 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 no. I worked too hard for this. I worked too hard to get what I wanted. But in the end...
Monica gazes down the hall to where room 309 is.
I hurt the ones I love.
Love. What a stupid word. You need to accept the past, Monica. Everything you do has consequences. You have to live with them. But you can still change who you are. Why did I say that? Maybe it's the look in Monica's eyes. They all share the same look. Just like Yuri, Monica is a lost girl in a cruel world. I feel a little pity for her. We can forgive you. Bitch, I'm not.
I am.
Monica shakes her head. Well, I know you are.
I don't even think she did anything wrong, to be honest.
Monica shakes her head.
Don't know what I've done.
It'll be okay, Monica.
I told everyone.
Everyone what?
It was the only way to get her out of the picture.
Monica's emerald eyes begin to turn red. Once again, I find myself eye level with a crying girl. Told everyone what?
I have connections with a lot of people in the school. I sent a message out to nearly the entire student body.
Monica, what was in those messages? She refuses to look at me.
I told everyone.
Nikocado Avocado's nudes.
I subscribed to his OnlyFans.
Markiplier's OnlyFans.
I subscribed to that. About Yuri. About her cutting.
For just a moment, my heart stops beating. I stand there for a while in shock. The sound of nurses walking by, the EKGs beeping. Even the storm outside has been drowned out by my own silence. I feel like I'm floating in a void. And as I stare into the abyss, it stares back. The same feeling.
Alex.
The same. Why'd you read that in the girl voice? The same feeling when I was told Sayori was in a coma. But this time I'm not crying. I've become numb to pain. Time doesn't heal wounds on the heart. They just fill with scar tissue, and the pain lessens. But the pain never truly leaves. Why, Monica?
It was the only option I had left. The only way I knew to bring you to me.
This is why Yuri wanted to drop out. Whenever she goes to school, everyone will know what she's been hiding. Everyone will see her as the girl who cuts herself for pleasure. My mind races and my heart beats out of my chest. I can hear my own blood flowing rapidly throughout my body. My eyes begin to flutter to every single inch of these colorless halls. I whisper to myself, I need to find Yuri.
Even after all this, you still can't let her go.
I look up at Monica. Every cell of my body wants to beat her to the ground. I ball my fist. And fist my ball.
Fist my balls. Mama.
All I need is for my nervous system to send the signal to send my hand flying through the air. But I just stand still. Instead, I use my last reserve of energy to make a break to the hospital doors. Damn, I should be a voice actor.
What the fuck? We should be a voice actor.
One voice actor, we should fuse. My feet carry me as I trudge through the icy rain to Yuri's house. I throw myself against the front door and reach for the knob. Locked. The pixel rain jump scare.
Skada.
Wait a minute, how many CGs do we have left? We have 2 more. Wait, these are 2? Oh yeah, the mouth is slightly different. we got one with her sad look, and we got one with her horny look.
Oh yeah.
I don't.
And it's
bother
also a different style from the other ones.
Yep. I don't bother knocking. I clumsily lift up the doormat and find the spare key. After numerous attempts with shaky hands, I finally stick the key in. Once I hear the bolts turn. Or silent water fountain. I throw open the door.
Can't do that.
I pan my eyes frantically through the downstairs of Yuri's house. It's barren. I search everywhere, but there's no signs of Yuri. She had to have left some sort of trace. I begin opening all her drawers and cabinets. Upon opening one drawer, I find something that looks familiar. I take the cylindrical object and it makes a rattling sound as I lift it up. In my hands is a bottle of pills. A full bottle of pills. Alex, if you don't shut the fuck up, I swear to God. The pills that Yuri's supposed to take to suppress her urge to cut herself. I read the label. Each bottle contains exactly 60 pills. I rip open the cap and pour the pills onto the table. They scatter and I use my hands to push them into a pile. Sliding each pill one by one, I begin counting. 1, 2, 3, 9, 18, 25, 36, 49, 57, 58, 59. With my index finger, I slide the last pill next to the others. 60. I stare blankly at the pile of medicine, unable to focus my thoughts. For a second, I even begin to forget where I am. What the... I'm interrupted by a single raindrop hitting the counter and making a small splash, followed by another one, and another. I look up. To my surprise, a wet spot on the ceiling has appeared and is leaking. At first I assume the rain, but then I remember I'm on the first floor. An imaginary blueprint of Yuri's house begins to form in my head. If I'm in the kitchen, then directly above me should be Yuri's bathroom. I rush upstairs at an ungodly speed.
You're speed running.
I crash through the bedroom doors. Immediately, my eyes begin to look around for any signs of Yuri. Alas, there's no one here. Except, beside the bed, is an open box. My stomach churns as I slowly creep towards it. It's Yuri's knife collection. We never threw it out. As I walk up to it, I notice a single empty spot where a blade once laid. There's something else I notice. The sound of water. Not the melodic orchestra of raindrops on a roof. The running water of a faucet. I crane my neck towards the sound. It's coming from the bathroom. I reach out and tightly grip the handle. Locked. I have no intention on knocking. I step back and prepare myself. Oh, we don't have a fucking choice. I run full speed at the door. My shoulder connects to the wood and I'm bounced back. Again. I plant my feet firmly. Another sprint to the door. Again I hit the door. I'm bounced onto the floor. My shoulder aches in pain. I get up and plant my feet again. Third time's a charm. I run full speed. I hurl my body against the wood. It gives, but it doesn't open. Once again, I'm on the floor. The door busted off its hinges. My body is crying in pain. I use my good arm to push myself up. After collecting myself, I replant my feet. Again. I summon every bit of strength I have. My shoulder crashes into the door one last time. It breaks open. I lay on the floor, my energy sapped. I can no longer move my arm. I fear I've dislocated it. My arm is screaming in agony. Ugh. I try to move, but I'm in too much pain. Ah! I also notice I'm wet. Sweat? No, not sweat, but water. The floor has become covered in water from the faucet. I try to collect myself as much as I can. With my good arm, I steady myself and look up. Yuri.
Ew.
What the hell? No. I try to shout this, but my voice barely comes out. No. No. No! I sprawl towards the tub. Yuri lays in a red-tinted, water-filled tub. Yuck! I hunch over the toilet and throw up. However, my stomach is empty and my abdomen just cramps and tightens. My vision begins to blur as tears fill my eyes. I watch as they crash and join the scarlet river on the tile floor. To say I can't think properly is an understatement. I lift myself up. There's no pain as the adrenaline courses through my body. Yuri? Yuri. I grab her chin and tilt her face towards me. Yuri? I shout in denial over her still body. Her fair skin has now turned pale white. Her purple hair now tinted red from the pool. I lift her arm from out of the water. They show new lines, each going perpendicular to the ones of the past. Her emotionless face stares into nothingness. I just sit on the blood-stained floor and stare at her. Tears continue to flow down my face. The only thing I can do is stare into her lavender eyes. And for the first time, they fail to pierce back into mine. Oh, Act 4. Go on to special poem, sure. Denial. This isn't real. The pain inside me, the things that I see. This isn't real. I still think maybe there's a chance. Maybe if I take a second glance. This isn't real. My mind is just playing a trick. A reality I choose not to pick. This isn't real. I don't believe it. I can't believe it. I shouldn't believe it. It's just lies. It's not real. What isn't real can't hurt me, so why do I hurt? This isn't real. This isn't real. What the fuck was that? What was... Bless you? Sam?
Sorry about that.
This isn't real. 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 Square. It can't be real.
Oh god. It can't be real.
I think it's not real, guys.
Nigga, wake up. He gonna be like...
Same brains. Yali. For the second time today, I find myself locked in the hospital. The other side this time. The emergency room. I sit on the colorless, starched sheets of the hospital bed. A shoulder sling over my right arm.
Yeah, you know what? I thought it would end right there. I did too.
Yeah, true. No, I knew there. Well, there was one more CG.
True. There is one more CG.
Yeah, there's this one,
It's like
and then
Monica dead.
hopefully. With adrenaline gone, I rely on painkillers to keep myself stable. Alright, I actually don't know what happens from here. Like, I knew everything that came up to this would happen, but I don't know what happens after this. So.
We'll see.
What do you mean,
It'll only
sane?
be about an hour left.
Yeah. Water fountain dead. L. With adrenaline gone, I rely on painkillers to keep myself stable. My memories are only stored in pieces. I visited Sayori in the hospital. I ran into Monica. I found a full bottle of pills. I broke down Yuri's door. And then I called 911. My head is still throbbing. It physically hurts to remember the events that just transpired. My eyes switch between the four walls that surround me. I stretch my neck to look out into the emergency room. Nurses and doctors occasionally walk by. Finally, one nurse steps inside. Hello. Hello. How are you feeling? I don't know how to answer. My mind is drugged by both painkillers and shock. The nurse then goes into a procedure of asking me questions to assess my mental state. Can you tell me your name? Yes. Shock is one hell of a drug. What is your name? Oh, Dartfic. She continues to read some notes on the computer. Do you know what day it is? We had our visit with Dr. Langton Saturday, which was yesterday, so... Sunday. The nurse nods. And do you know where you are? The all too familiar looking walls answer that. The hospital. I stare at the navy blue sling around my arm. You dislocated it. We were able to pop it back into place, but it will take time to fully heal. It's best to keep it in a sling for a while. Yuri. Where's Yuri? The girl you came in with? I'm sorry, I'm not her nurse. I believe she's being treated by a doctor down the hall. I bolt off the bed and exit the room. The nurse calls out, "Hey, wait!" I continue to run down the hall. Whoa there, kiddo!
Whoa there!
A man in a white coat intercepts me. Are you the doctor? I am the doctor, yes. Wait. You're the one who came in with that girl. Yuri? Where is she? Is she okay? The doctor's face says it all. Why don't we take a seat? He puts his hand on my shoulder, but I swat it off. No. No, I don't believe you. Let me see her. Where is she? I'm sorry. By the time we were able to treat her, it was already too late. You're lying. You're lying. She's not dead. She's not... My mind begins to fail coming up with a proper reaction. I see guards turn the corner, quickly approaching me. The doctor places his hand up as to notion them to hold off. I finally collapse onto a wooden bench. The doctor gets down on one knee and places a hand on my shoulder once more. I press my face into my palms. How? One of your arms is in a sling.
Exactly right.
This isn't real. This isn't real. This isn't real. I learned something on this bench just now. The bench where the little girl is told she has cancer. The bench where a child learns their parent had a fatal heart attack, or mom is told her son was in a horrific car accident. The same bench where I'm told the one thing I cared about in this world has been ripped away from me. The exact same bench where I learned that love isn't something tangible. True love only exists in moments. And then another moment it's gone before you even knew you had it. Oh, sure. Anger. 7 deadly sins lined like a shopping list. Which one do I pick today? I grab the bright red bottle and pop the cap. Veins fill with hate and eyes fill with torment. Fists clenched ready to break. Break anything and everything. The fires of hell corrupt my soul, lashing out at anyone who comes close. Tearing and ripping. Ripping and tearing. Tearing at the things I love. Tearing at my very being. I'm no longer myself. The spirit of wrath knocks on my door, and I'm foolish enough to let him in. What the fuck? Nah, that's wrong. Doc, you ever look at someone and your heart just melts? I'm sorry about what happened. I just still can't believe she's really gone. He jots down some things on his notepad. How does all that make you feel? Empty. I don't really feel anything anymore. It's a bit hard to describe, really. Do you know what nothingness feels like, Doc? Your mind has had some time to process the initial shock. Shock? This period can be a dangerous time for you. A lot of different emotions may go through your mind. Look, can you just give me medication or something so I can leave? We'll get to that. I can't just give them to you straight away. My eyes trace the walls of the room. Can you tell me what's on your mind? What's on my mind? I repeat him absent-mindedly. What's on my mind? It's good to get your mind off the event. You don't understand, Doc. I can't get it out of my head. My voice cracks with every word. What do you mean? You weren't there. I begin to raise my voice at him. You didn't see the look in her eyes. You didn't have to sit in an ambulance and tell the paramedics what happened. You didn't have to relive every single moment while being questioned by the police. You're not the person who every single time I close my eyes, Doc, I just see her sitting in that bathtub. I just want that image out of my head. That's why I need you to give me some pills or something. Okay. I look up at him. It's going to be okay. I can give you a prescription based off what you're feeling. So just keep telling me what you feel. I don't feel anything! I scream at him and slam my fist into the table. I just don't understand. I did everything right. I did everything I could, but it wasn't enough. How does that make... Stop asking me how I fucking feel. I shoot up onto my feet. Please, Dartfic. Don't say shit to me. I point my finger at him maliciously. You don't care about me. I'm just another patient to you. You don't care about me, or Yuri, or anyone. We're all the same in your eyes. Just another paycheck for you. My words spit sharply out of my mouth. We're just a way for you to feed your fancy lifestyle. Maybe some fancy jewelry for your wife, or a fun vacation with your kids. That's all we mean to you. You know that's not true. I chose this profession because I want to help people who aren't strong enough to help themselves. I scramble back and forth around the office. My voice cracks under my anger. Just give me back my life! I grab the coffee table and topple it over. Papers fill the air as the doctor instinctively jumps back. Pens clatter against the floor. You sit on your chair, ask me a couple questions, and then send me on my way. You talk about trauma as if you know what I'm going through. You see so many people with so many different problems, and yet you look at them all the same. So who's the real crazy person, Doc? He stands there like he's frozen in place. That's what I thought. I'm out of here. Dartfic, please. I storm through the door and don't look back. I sit bitterly on my couch and bury my face into my palms. My hands tremble in anger. I run my fingers through my hair until it looks like a destroyed bird's nest. Tears begin to stream down my face. Tears of frustration and anxiety. My legs launch me back up at Mach speed. For some reason, I can't stay still. I begin to pace my living room floor. My eyes continue to flash between the corners of my house. I don't think my eyes have focused on one stagnant object all day now that I think about it. Ah! I scream at the top of my lungs in order to release all my bottle of anger. That's just the Angry Bird sound. I scream at the top of my lungs in order to release all my bottled up anger. I collapse back onto the couch, my energy sapped. My breathing grows heavy and raspy. For some reason, my frustration still hasn't left. I lean over my couch and grab a potted plant. Flinging it across the room, it shatters against the wall. Shards ricochet in every direction. My heart continues to beat furiously. If this goes any longer, my chest is going to explode. I throw my body into the wall. With a thud, my knuckles collide with the sheetrock. Again. Again. Again! My fist goes through the wall. I slowly retract my hand back. My knuckles are covered in blood. My right arm in a sling and my left hand bloody. I absentmindedly stare at the red patches of lost skin around my knuckles. It's funny how the same color we used to represent love also represents anger. I guess they're more or less the same. They both can destroy something within seconds, but only ever end in pain. My body gives and I fall onto the floor. And just like me, my whole world comes crashing down as well. I lay lifeless. I clench my fist until my knuckles turn white. The music does not fit this scene.
I know, right?
I let out a long breath. Eventually my body relaxes and the color of my knuckles return. My heart still continues to beat irregularly. I take a look at my wounds. I just don't understand. Why me? Shut up, Alan! Physical exhaustion eventually overtakes my hyperactive mind, and I find myself drifting off to sleep.
The ground? East.
Oh my god, how many of these are we gonna get? Bargaining. Oh, it's going through the stages of depression. First we got denial, and then anger, and now we have bargaining. Bargaining. Why wasn't it me? Take me instead, but leave her here. I lie awake in bed, flooded with all my fears, because it should have been me. I don't know what went wrong, how she got away. I should have known along. Okay. I couldn't make it all okay, so it should have been me. I'll change my way of life, just to see her again. Yeah, same.
Means
Just to see her again. I'm in so much pain and strife. I guess this is the end, so just take me. But that's not how you work. From what I can infer, you won't bring her forth, so I can just be with her. So if you won't take me, I'll take myself. I wake up on the living room floor. My body feels heavy. I don't remember much of anything these past few days. I try to push myself up. Ugh. Every muscle in my body begins to scream in agony. Mustering all my strength, I lean up against my couch. I pan my eyes around the room. Extending my neck, I see the broken remains of my plotted plant. It's weird being isolated for so long. I've lived my whole life in an empty home. However, now this is the first time I've actually felt truly alone. They say loneliness is a universal fear of all living creatures. Why couldn't have it been me? I slowly rise up and begin to pace the room. My eyes... Oh my god, what is this? My eyes...
This is the saddest shit with this movie going.
My eyes dart from one focus to the next. Oh, it's Sayonara. Yeah, it's... Well, not Sayonara. It's not Sayonara. It's the distorted version. The hole in the wall. The broken vase. My bloody knuckles. My slinged arm. There's more to it. I know it. I grab a stack of paper and a pen and begin writing things down. With a slinged arm and busted hand, it looks more like scribbles than anything. I continue to incoherently write my thoughts down. To anyone else, it would only look like a mess of sporadically placed lines, but to me, it's a timeline of all the events. I look at the mess before me. Now, where to begin? What could I have changed? I could have arrived at the house sooner. Or was it too late? Earlier than that. I continue to shoot my pupils to different parts of the scribbles. What stirred this? The argument? The messages? The boys? The medication? Earlier than that. Yuri's home life. If only I had met her sooner. No. I should have stopped Monica from telling everyone. My mind races from one thought to the next. I should have paid more attention to those texts. I should have kept an eye on Yuri and made sure she was taking her meds. How could I not have known she wasn't taking her meds? I shout this to my empty kitchen. No response. That's fine. This is fine. I'm fine. The mess of papers on my counter says otherwise. If only it didn't take me so long to break down that door. Or maybe if I called 911 sooner. All these thoughts continue to form a hurricane within my head. It's making me dizzy. What if I didn't visit Sayori in the hospital? It had to be that. Yeah, the song is restarting.
Yeah, it is. It's annoying.
That wasted too much time. Or was Yuri already gone by the morning? I should ask her. How would I do that? I look up at my ceiling. Hey, anyone there?
Oh.
I'd like to make a deal. Get no response yet again. Any chances I can get Yuri back? I'll pay you. I'll become a better person, is that what you want to hear? I shout louder at my ceiling. My head sinks down in shame and I stare back at the maelstrom of paper. I whisper to myself, I've gone insane. Like a deer, my head jerks to the sudden sound of my doorbell. I open the door with as little effort as possible. You could say I did gently open the door.
Not this time.
Natsuki appears on the other side. Hey. Is for horses. I mutter my response with as little enthusiasm as possible. Can I come in? I guess. I turn around and walk back into the living room. I could care less if Natsuki follows me. She follows me into the cell I call home. So you doing alright? I think so. I don't look at her. Instead I stand hunched over, eyes staring blankly at the ground behind her. Natsuki begins to take a look around my house. Her eyes glance at the hole in the wall, then at me, then at the potted plant that is still there, then at me,
Maybe it's a different potted plant.
then at the scribbled markings on my counter, and then back at me. Dartfik, I throw my hand up dismissively. I don't want to hear it. I just want to stand in silence for a moment. She opens her mouth in protest, but then closes it. Silence is a fragile thing. It can be broken by just a slip of the tongue. It makes you wonder, how can something so heavy be so delicate at the same time? Why? Why what? Why did you come here? Check up on you. Why? Did you feel bad for me? Worried I'd kill myself? Afraid I would go jump off the nearest bridge and drown myself just so I could see Yuri? You're all the same. You, the doctor, the kids in school. Me. I tried to be different, I really did. You were different. If that were true, Yuri would still be alive. This entire time I fight to hold back my tears. The feeling of sorrow smothers me completely. She really did love you. I know. That's why it hurts so much. I look away from Natsuki, trying to hide the fact that I'm crying. Could you please just leave? I don't... I'll be fine. I assure her. I just need some time alone to think. Thank you for coming and checking up on me. I know you mean well, but I'd rather be alone right now. She stands there quietly for a moment. I wish I could go back. Believe me, I really do. But we can't, Darkfik. I'm really sorry for what happened. I feel the same as you. All this time my friend was hurting and I never knew. Some nights I lie awake wondering where it went wrong. What I could have done to change it all. There's no use in letting it consume you. You have to move on from your past. She looks down at the ground sullenly. I know I did. She collects herself and faces me again. You have to accept what happened eventually. I know it's hard, but time heals all wounds. With that, she turns on her heels and leaves my house.
Oski really is that nigga, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, real shit.
She's wrong. Time doesn't heal wounds. Time just lets you grow numb to the pain. I stare back at my ceiling. I just want her back. I just want to hold her again. Look into her eyes one last time. At least let me say goodbye. I fall to my knees. I'm back in the same spot I awoke this morning. On the uncomfortable carpet, I decide to close my eyes once again.
Read that hoe.
Depression. Outside is a smile, inside is a frown. Outside you see a hole, inside is just the pieces. Outside is warm, inside is cold. Outside there's emotion, inside there's emptiness. Outside you hear laughter, inside there's only silence. Outside there's a smell of flowers, inside it's rotten and tainted. Outside is a bright sunny day, inside is a dark stormy night. Outside can find success, inside knows only failure. Outside is just lies, outside is a mask. That's what inside the mask is pain. Inside the mask is fear. Inside the mask is nothing at all. Because I am nothing. Until I put on the mask. I hate this!
Don't take it off, bro.
That's what the mask
People
is!
gonna be putting you on the internet.
Yep, don't take it off, bro. Your chin gonna be extravagized.
Just show up. I just did the face acting like you niggas can see that shit.
It's not even that bad.
It really isn't. I stand dream.
I jolt awake in a cold sweat. I look around my room. How did I even get here? The last thing I remember was Natsuki visiting yesterday. Also, I think this is some of the best voice acting I've ever done on the channel.
You've?
You've?
I didn't hear you, nigga.
Oh, I think this is the best voice acting I've ever done on the channel.
Hmm?
I mean,
It's more serious than we've
Yeah.
ever done before.
I pretty much get this last act to myself since it's mainly just me. I mean, Monica or Sayori might stop by. I don't know.
Totally Sayori.
Yeah,
I'll
totally.
see Monica showing up.
Yeah. A lot of it's just talking to myself, which is, I don't know. The last thing I remember was Natsuki visiting yesterday. Was that yesterday? What day is it? I think second best though was when I voiced Spamton, because I really like voicing Spamton.
His voice is
All over the place. And Jevil too. I think I did a good job with Jevil.
Can't even remember Jevil.
I barely remember.
The new episode of #BattleCats TV.
Yup! What day is it? I look outside my window. There's nothing but gray. I climb out of bed and immediately fall to my knees. Ah! My head is throbbing.
Leave you come in with me.
I head towards the bathroom to cool off. I turn on the cold water and begin to rinse my face.
Nice bath.
This actually is a pretty nice background. Over the running of the faucet, I hear an ominous noise. You failure. Huh? My hair jerks up and I find myself face to face with my reflection. He has a twisted grin on his face. What's happening? You couldn't save her. What's wrong with you? Do you know how important you were to her? Stop it. You let her die alone. No. Stop it. She died alone. Shut up! I cover my ears with my hands. I squeeze my ears so tightly my ear canal begins to hurt. You're not real. Oh, I'm as real as you are. I'm just a reflection of you after all. He, or I, say that in a matter-of-fact way. You can't hide from yourself. Stop talking to me. Do you know how much you meant to her? Why are you doing this? You meant everything to her. Then you just yelled right into her face. This is insanity. Insanity? Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity? Shut up! Please! I lean my head atop the counter. My tears leave my eyes and crash into the tile. You're gonna need a wet floor sign. Fuck you! Whoa, that's no way to speak to yourself. I hate you. You seem to forget that I am you, so therefore you hate yourself. It makes sense, really. You're mad, depressed, and denial. Those terms sound familiar. I'm not depressed. Is that why you've been crying? Why you scream when no one can even hear you? I sure hope you don't try to hang yourself. Shut up! I punch my glass self in his face. Gonna cry? That's maybe shitting.
Come, baby.
Shattered pieces fall to the ground in a symphony of crashes.
Gonna piss your pants. Come, maybe.
I stare down at the broken pieces. Gotta find the pieces. So underrated.
I heard that song.
So underrated,
Oh
though.
my god. But I hear it.
Gotta find the pieces. With shaky hands, I pick up a long shard of glass. It's only thick enough for me to see my own eyes. It scares me. The emptiness in my eyes. I look up to what remains of my mirror. My condescending self is gone. Broken. My eyes shoot back down to the shard in my hand. With my right hand, I firmly grasp it. My vision begins to crane towards the blank canvas that is my left arm. Like writing a book, right? This glass my pen. My blood the ink. I press the cold glass against my skin. My body shivers upon contact. My hands continue to shake violently. I angle the blade long ways and clench my eyes shut. Just one cut. I just have to see her again. I can't go on like this. I just want to be with her again. I just want to see her. My breathing grows heavier and heavier. My arm refused to move. Do it. Do it! Damn it! I drop the glass shard and it breaks into even smaller pieces among impact. I can't do it. My breaths grow shallow. I slide down my bathroom wall until I reach the floor. I can't do it. I huddle into a fetal position on the freezing tiles. My body lay still in a puddle of blood and tears, the broken remnants of my mirror in front of me. Tears continue to pour out my face. Why, Yuri? Why is it that every time you make me cry, I love you a little bit more? I continue to cry until I can't cry anymore. I cry until I no longer feel the pain inside. This should be the final one.
Yeah.
Acceptance. Time doesn't heal all wounds. It just allows you to become numb to the pain. It's been a long ride. There's a lot of things I wish I didn't do. I bottled all my pain inside, but now I have to let go of you. The memories we made, all the time we shared, all the love we gave, and that perfume in your hair. Your name is etched into my heart. Your laugh will ring through my ears. I refuse to let me be torn apart. I won't be consumed by my fears. I continue life with you in mind, and life every day just for you. The wounds will heal given time, and you sit there in that sky of blue. You lay there still without a sound, and fly up to heaven's sky. The casket sinks into the ground, and thus I say my last goodbye to my amethyst angel. Bruh, not this me!
Not this nigga again.
Oh wait, why did it change? What the hell?
It always opens up with that.
Really? I never noticed that. Oh yeah, Brian! Let's go! My eyes open ever so slowly. What? My body goes into a state of shock. What the hell? How did I get here? I pan my eyes along the landscape. How am I here? I was at home. I remember falling asleep on the floor. Ugh. The low-hanging sun blinds my vision. I raise my hand to shield my eyes. Suddenly, I spot a figure in the distance. I slowly walk towards it. Slowly but surely, the figure starts to take form. Huh? I pick up my pace. Yuri? Yuri! I wave my arms to get her attention. Eventually, I arrive just a few feet from her. She finally notices me.
Hello, Doki.
I take a look around at the landscape. Yuri has her back turned towards me as if she's looking at the same scene as me. She gives me a sidelong glance. Yuri, what's going on?
What do you mean?
Am I dead?
Do you feel dead?
I pat my hands along my body. No. Is this a dream or is this real?
My dreams just reflections of the real world.
Now this is not the time for riddles. I begin to take some steps and reach out to her. Oof! What the? I press my hands in front of me. Ripples float through the air. There's some sort of magical barrier between me and her. Yuri. I can't get through. I bang my hands against the wall. Yuri finally turns to me.
I'm not ready yet.
What? Her voice has an echoey, almost angelic sound to it. It sounds far away, but so clear at the same time. No. Please. Please let me in.
I wish I could. If I let you, you wouldn't be able to go back.
What if I don't want to go back? I want to be with you.
I know. But you have others who rely on you. They need you.
I'll just let them down like I let you down. Yuri gives me a puzzled look. I'm sorry. I begin to cry. My tears glide down my cheeks to my chin before crashing down to earth. I'm so sorry. This is all my fault. I should have yelled at you. I should have been there to support you when you needed me.
Tell me, Dartfic, why do you blame yourself?
Isn't it obvious? I didn't do anything to help you.
You have no idea how much you helped me. If it weren't for you, I would have taken my life long before. Would have died without at least knowing what true love is like. I can't imagine a worse way to go.
But I don't want you to go. I respond in a shrill voice. It hurts to talk through my tears. I can't do this without you.
My poem not mean anything to you? It meant every word I said.
How can you be so quick to forgive me?
Dartvic, you were never to blame in the first place.
I hang my head and continue to sob. Now my tears just spill straight from my eye sockets. I don't know what to do. I need your help. There has to be a way to bring you back.
I think we both know that's not possible.
My voice drops down to a whisper. I know. It's just so hard. My heart just refuses to move on. It's like my mind is telling me it's just not worth it anymore. Why live when the only thing worth living for is gone? And the reason she's gone is because of me. I continue to hang my head in sorrow and watch as my tears hit the dirt.
Can you answer another question for me, Dartfik?
Okay.
Hypothetically, if you were diagnosed with cancer tomorrow, would you blame yourself for getting sick?
What? That was a random question. No. No, I wouldn't. She steps closer to me, as close as this invisible barrier will allow her.
Then why do you blame yourself for having depression?
I look up at her. Yuri stares at me. No, not at me. It's like she's staring directly into my soul. She's staring at my true self. I'm found speechless. The words she's saying toss and turn in my head.
You have to go now.
Wait, but...
You have your own life to live. You have other people counting on you. Please don't make the same mistake I did.
What about you? What about us? She gives me a soft smile.
I can wait for you. Perhaps when I see you again, we can hold hands just like we used to.
Now it's my turn to give her a soft smile. A soft, teary-eyed smile. Yuri, I think I finally learned what love is.
Did you now?
I nod. She gives me a look as if she knew I was going to say that this whole time.
Perhaps you can tell me what the meaning is when we see each other again.
When will that...
But now, you have someone who's waiting for you.
What?
Dartfik? Dartfik? Dartfik, where are you?
Huh? I wake up in a cold sweat on my bathroom floor. What happened? Where's Yuri? I look around, trying to collect my bearings. The shattered remains of my mirror are on the floor. I finally realize where I am.
Hello? Anyone home?
A familiar voice calls out from my bathroom door. Sayori. She can't see me like this. I attempt to get up. Ugh! My head feels like it's splitting open. I press my hand against my forehead and shut my eyes tightly. I can feel my brain pounding against the front of my skull. The bathroom door gently opens.
Dartfik!
Sayori rushes over to me.
Dartfik, what did you do?
Her eyes begin to scan the room like a detective. She notices the glass on the floor and the blood on my knuckles. Sayori grabs my wrist and examines my hand.
Punched your mirror?
She says that with a disappointed tone. I didn't like what I saw.
Dartfik, you think you're ugly? Because you're not. I think you're very cute.
The corners of my mouth slightly curl. Thanks, Sayori.
Now, let's clean you up.
She searches the cabinet for some bandages and peroxide.
Bingo. Let's get you off your butt.
Sayori throws my arm over her shoulder and pulls me up. I try not to put my weight on her, but as soon as I stand, my eyes enter another dimension and I become dizzy. Ugh. Sayori supports me.
Here, lean on the counter.
She carefully sweeps off any excess shards of glass. I do as I'm told and rest myself upon the bathroom counter. What are you doing here?
The doctor told me I was in good enough condition to leave, so I figured before I went home I'd visit you. And I'm glad I did. How long have you been on the floor?
I shake my head. I have no idea. Sayori gives me a pouty look.
You really shouldn't sleep on the floor. It's bad for your neck.
I know. I still find myself victim of one of Sayori's lectures. She gestures for me to raise my hand over the sink, and I do so. The bottle of peroxide hovers menacingly over my hand.
This is gonna sting.
I know. Sayori tips the bottle.
Good shit.
I keep my mouth shut tight to not
There
show
he is,
any
the
display of
microwave.
pain. Sayori dabs.
Sayori dabs.
I'm gonna put the image of like Sayori hanging and dabbing.
It's just like for a singular frame.
Sayori, yeah, Sayori dabs the wound with a wet towel and begins to bandage it up. I guess you learned some stuff while in the hospital, huh? Sayori gives me a large smile.
Just call me Nurse Sayori from now on.
Oh, that's hot. I mean, what?
What?
I give a small chuckle.
You know, Dartfig, this kind of reminds me of when we were little kids.
Yeah? How so?
Well, the roles are reversed now, but I remember when we were little kids, we would always play in the neighborhood. We would run around, climb trees. I would always try to keep up with you, despite you being much faster. And sometimes I'd fall and get hurt. Then you would stop everything, come care for me. Whether I scraped my knee or cut my hand, you were always there to help me. You would say, sorry, look, it's okay. Everything will be okay.
I remember I used to just start carrying around band-aids in my pockets just in case you hurt yourself.
You would make me feel better and stay with me until the pain went away.
I remember back to when Sayori and I were little kids. Getting into trouble left and right. All the things little kids do. Guess I always assumed Sayori and I were equal. I didn't realize that all this time she was just trying to stay close to me.
Remember when I fell in that pond near the park?
Yeah. Your parents were mad.
You jumped in because I was drowning.
You weren't drowning. The water was only about 2 feet deep.
Is that so?
I realized my hand has already been fully bandaged, yet Sayori still hasn't let go of it. My eyes lock onto her sky blue eyes. This is what Yuri meant, isn't it? That I have unfinished business here. I can't leave without knowing the people I care about will be okay. Sayori notices she's been holding my hand and quickly lets go.
Sorry.
It's fine. We should sit down somewhere.
Okay.
Sayori and I step out into my room. I take a seat on my bed.
Hey, what's that?
Sayori walks towards a small wooden box sitting atop my nightstand. It's,
It looks like a radio.
yeah, it is. I remember when Yuri gave me that radio as a gift. Now it's one of the few things I have to remember her by. Sayori bends down eye level with the wooden radio. Her eyes dazzle like a child's. She brushes her hand along its edges. Eventually, with 3 L's, her fingers find the dials. And then, click. The room fills with music. Not a bad tune.
I like it.
Sayori begins bobbing her head up and down to the rhythm.
This is really cute. Where'd you get it?
Yuri gave it to me.
That's sweet. Where's Yuri now?
She doesn't know. That makes sense. She's been in the hospital this entire time. Sayori, why don't you take a seat?
Okay.
Sayori gives me a look of concern. She sinks down next to me. Where do I even begin? I guess I should start from the beginning. All the way from the beginning. Remember that day when Yuri and Monica got into an argument and Yuri ran out of the room? I tell Sayori the whole story. I give her as many details as I can over what's happened the past several months. Well, everything minus the past few days.
No. That's not true.
I stay silent to allow Sayori to process what she just heard.
You're lying. You're...
Her voice cracks and she breaks into a sob. Sayori throws herself onto me. I can feel a wet spot form on my shoulder. She cries loudly into my ears. I simply stroke the back of her head to comfort her. After a few minutes, Sayori seems to compose herself as much as she can. I grab her by the shoulders. Sayori, look at me. Look at me, Hector. I speak to her in a soft voice as if she was made of glass that could shatter by any loud noise. It's okay. Everything's going to be okay. I'm here for you. Always. Sarah nods as she wipes away her tears.
You seem to be taking this rather well.
I look down at my bandaged hand. I wouldn't exactly say that. But recently I did have a change of heart. What's the word for that? Sayori smiles through her tears.
An epiphany.
I don't think that's quite right, but sure, we'll go with that. She gives me a small grin. I can't really explain it very well. It's just like something inside me is telling me that it's time to move on. I know it's weird, but...
I believe you.
Sayori brushes the hair out of my face. You're my best friend, Sayori. And I mean that in the best way possible.
I know you do. Just took some time for me to understand that.
I've made a lot of mistakes.
So have I.
I've hurt a lot of people.
So have I.
I quietly chuckle to myself. I suppose we're just huge messes, huh?
That's why we make such good friends.
She gives me the most sincere smile I've ever seen rest upon her face. I suppose I was wrong, Sayori.
Huh?
Can't really fully get rid of depression. Not alone, at least. I turn to my bathroom. Don't make the same mistake I did. Yuri's words ring through my ears. I think it's best if we take this journey together. No one can battle their demons alone.
I think I'd like that. So, what do we do now?
Keep on living, I suppose. Yuri may not be here physically, but I believe she's somewhere out there. Waiting for me. Sayori stares over at my bathroom as well. She then looks at my wrist. There's a small indent on where I press the glass against my arm.
I need you to stay here.
She places her small hands over the area of my arm I nearly cut open.
Peace.
I stare at her. I peer straight into her blue eyes. Her windows of the soul. I'll stay here. I grab her hand and entwine my fingers with hers.
Promise?
I promise, Sayori. My story isn't over yet.
It's the fucking game.
Epilogue. Okay, cool. Honestly, this is... Like, as shit the mod was, like, for the most part, this has been...
Was the first 2 acts, 1 year. 1 year, 8 hours.
I think this has been one of the best endings I've ever seen in a mod.
Let's finish and then we'll say our little...
Yeah. We'll talk about the mod after we finish it, because that's what we do with every series. Like, after we finish it, we talk about it. I wake up to the sun... Already starting with this shit. I wake up to the sun telling me good morning. The early sunlight shines through my window, filling the room. I don't feel very well today, however. Today is an exceptionally difficult day to wake up to. January 5th. Yuri's birthday. It's a grim reminder of how I failed to protect her. I begin to stretch out my arms. Time to get up. I finish my morning routine like any other day. Take a shower, get dressed, eat. Just without the voice crack.
Eat.
Shut up, Sam. Eat. The same daily routine every day. The same daily routine every day. If he puts the milk in for a second. The same daily routine every day. I do the same exact thing every day. For what? I ask myself. It's not like I have anything to look forward to. I find myself thinking negative thoughts. It's these same thoughts that almost lead to my death nearly a year ago. Or led, sorry. I lightly slap some sense into myself. Hopefully I can knock out those bad thoughts as well. After all, I promised I would keep pushing forward. If not for me, then for Yuri. Today is a special day, and I have some very special plans.
Ooh, we're gonna hang out with Brian.
Yeah, let's go. Swinging
That's what I really wanted.
Swinging open my cabinet, I reach for a picnic basket. Next, I begin work on a platter of food. I make some sandwiches, grab some fruit and water, and pack some pastries for dessert. If I remember correctly, there should also be a spare blanket in the closet. I walk over and gently open my closet door. Perfect. Grabbing the blanket, I toss it next to the basket. Food, water, blanket. Looks like everything is packed. I place the basket near the door. Oh, I almost forgot. I rush upstairs to my bedroom. My backpack lays in the corner. I sling it over both shoulders. After making sure it's secure, I reach for the drawer. I stop. I'm frozen in place. As much as I want to, my arm refuses to move. My hand is locked inches from the handle as if they were both full of magnets with similar poles. An eternity passes of just me staring at my desk drawer. And here holds a Pandora's box of all my memories. Using every piece of willpower, I grab the handle and pull it open. Inside is a badly wrapped rectangular gift. I grab the gift and head out of my house, picking up the basket and blanket along the way. Once I'm outside, I begin to feel 10 times better. The sun beams down on my face and the fresh winter air fills my lungs. It's thin and clean. Despite it being sunny, the light breeze creates a perfectly balanced temperature. I couldn't have wished for more perfect weather. All the negative thoughts about today leave me, and I'm left with only pure bliss. I continue my trek towards the destination. The park is as beautiful as ever. All the birds have left for the winter, creating a calming silence. Only the sound of my footsteps and the whistling of the wind can be heard. Despite the perfect weather, there seems to be very few people here. I see a few groups in the distance, but other than that, it's empty. However, that's perfectly fine by me. Eventually, I stray off the path. Yo, Brian!
Oh, Brian, going up!
Let's go, my baby, my son, my boy! The dense forest begins to fade out, and I find myself in the clearing. It's been exactly 1 year since I last visited this place. The grass looks a bit greener for some reason. I take a few more steps and find myself face to branch with Brian. Well, haven't you grown big and tall now? It's grown a bit. Brian now stands just a bit shorter than me. I set down my basket and gift and begin to lay out the blanket. In less than 10 minutes, I've laid out all the food in front of me. Next, I pull out some stuff from my backpack. A portable tea set and a small oil diffuser. I start the portable Kerug, then grab the diffuser. It's a small wooden cylinder with a hole on top. In the side pocket of my bag, I pull out a small container of liquid. I pour some of its contents into the diffuser. A small ray of vapor begins to float out of it. It's lavender. According to the internet, lavender has a calming effect on the body and mind. Only one more thing. I reach into my backpack and feel the hard, solid piece of wood. I pull it out and drop it in front of me. It's a framed portrait of Yuri. The same one she gave me a year ago as a thank you for being her boyfriend. I can't help but laugh. Back then it struck me as odd, her giving me a picture of herself. Now it's all I really have left to remember her. I grab one of the sandwiches and start eating it. Ham and cheese, easy to make, and tastes great. Having Yuri's portrait here almost makes me feel not so alone. Hey Yuri, can you hear me? It's been a while since we talked, huh? I miss you, I really do. Yuri's picture does nothing but stare deeply at me. Everyone's doing good. Monica got kicked out of school. As for Sayori, Natsuki, and I, we all graduated. Well, we all had to take some extra courses in the summer to graduate. None of us really went to school after what happened. But in the end, we did graduate. Natsuki actually got accepted into some sort of baking program at a university. We were all really happy for her. I started seeing Dr. Langton again. He accepted me back even after my outburst. He's truly been a really big help. He even took up Sayori as a patient. How great is that? Sayori's been doing really well at battling her depression. I can't express how proud I am of her. The wind whistles past my ear. It's weird being outside in the winter. When you imagine the sound of nature, you usually picture birds chirping. But all the birds have flown south, so there's no sound of nature at all. There's nothing else around but open field, the cool wind, and my single cherry blossom. Every so often, there can be a small splash heard from the lake created by some small animal. The only word I could really use to describe it is peaceful. A quick ding interrupts the serenity. Hey yo, serenity? My tea is finished. I pour it into 2 small cups. I place one cup in front of me and the other next to Yuri. The steam begins to rise through the cool winter air. Its smell reaches my nostrils. I take a sip. It's oolong, your favorite. I'm no tea smith like you, but I think I did a pretty good job. I've actually picked up a lot of new hobbies influenced by you. Tea, reading. Even started trying to write a book. Can you believe that? Another small gust of wind blows. Ryan leans over from the forest and a few bunches of leaves spring off. One leaf in particular catches my eye. The sunlight sparkles off it as it floats around in front of me. Eventually, the small pink leaf descends slowly and lands before Yuri's portrait. How about that? I brought something for you. I reach for the gift that's been beside me this whole time and hold it in front of Yuri's picture to show her. I'll open it for you. I begin to slowly rip open the wrapping. As I do so, my vision begins to blur as tears fill my eyes. I finish tearing off all the wrapping to reveal a rectangular-shaped object. A book. I run my fingers over the embossed title. A Sakura's Guide. Remember when you told me how excited you were for this book to come out? Well, it's out. I proudly hold the book up. Do you also remember when you made me promise to you that when the book came out we'd read it together? I solemnly stare down at the ground. These memories are really all I have left to hold. Well, I figured we could read it together now. My sad eyes stare at Yuri. Her expression never breaks. I don't know why it would, after all, it's just a picture. But to me, it's really her here standing with me. I guess you can't really be here physically, so I'll just read it out loud. I've gotten a bit better at reading, so hopefully I'm not too slow for you. I laugh at my lonesome sense of humor. With that done, I open to the first page. According to Yuri, this book is a continuation of Infinite Isolation, the book that we read together way back when. Supposedly, this one has supernatural elements as Keanu's spirit indirectly guides Lena to freedom. It's a story that Yuri and I were supposed to share together. I guess I should start now. Loneliness is a fear that everyone must face alone. That's what I thought anyway. But perhaps I was wrong. You're never truly alone. There's always someone looking out for you. I come back to my senses. What the hell? I mutter. The door. It spontaneously just opened. I stand frozen in place. No noises can be heard from the other side. For some reason, unbeknownst to me, I decide to turn around and look outside my window. Through the bars of the window, I see a single leaf from the Sakura float into my room. It dances through the air before elegantly landing on the cement. What I do next, I'm not entirely sure why. I feel drawn to this leaf. I gently lower myself and pick it up. It glows as I twirl it around in my fingers. There's a drastic difference between the elegance of this leaf and the dirtiness of my fingertips. It's a balance sign to take in. Without thought, I place the leaf in my shirt pocket. About 10 minutes pass by and I finish the first chapter. I timidly close the book and look up at Yuri. I'm no longer trying to hold in my tears. I let them flow down my cheeks like waterfalls. The tears don't fall, do they? Yuri, I truly do love you. You saved me. I choke on my words. You showed me a part of myself I didn't even know existed. You made me feel things I didn't quite understand. But for some odd reason, I was okay with that. For once, I saw what it meant to truly love something. To love something so much that you would give them everything imaginable if you could. You were my world, and I'm sorry I couldn't protect you. My eyes are puffy and red, and my sleeve is damp from me wiping my tears. I'm going to keep moving forward, though. I promise you that. And I will never break that promise. Yuri's portrait stares at me. Her beautiful lavender eyes that still managed to pierce mine. But behind those eyes was a broken girl that needed someone to put her back together. It's hard to believe someone so perfect could be a part of this reality. She was pure. She wasn't from this world. She was a fallen angel. And now the angel has finally returned home. Dear player, thank you so much for playing Doki Doki Fallen Angel. It has been a long year of development. Despite that, I do not regret taking on this project. It has changed my life in so many ways. Being part of this community and being able to share my work has been such a blessing. Thank you to the team for making this possible. I couldn't have done it without them. With Fallen Angel, I wanted to tell a story that would hit many emotions. I wanted to take the DDLC community to a place it's never been before. I wanted to share a lesson that even I myself need to learn. Our time in this world is limited. The ones with us won't be here forever, so we should cherish the time we have now. Enjoy life as it comes. Don't dwell on the past or stress about the future. Enjoy the present before it's gone. If you enjoyed Fallen Angel, then I encourage you to join the Discord. Or at the very least, keep my name in mind in case you may be interested in any other future works. Once again, thank you. And continue to create your own story, Noah. Wow, that... I did not click on that to make it go away. That went by itself. I read that just in time. Yeah. Oh my god.
You know what? Act 1, Act 2.
Act 1, Act 2, and like half of Act 3 were
It was just like
dog shit.
Yeah, I was like it was like kind of just a meme thing.
Yeah.
But I can respect that.
Let me put up this CG because I think that's appropriate for the after mod discussion.
I can respect it, you know, because it did show character development of him.
Oh yeah, like I did not expect this to have like such a good ending.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like the ending was really good.
It hit a point in Act 3.
Yeah. Yeah, with Sayori. When Sayori attempted suicide, that's when the entire story changed and became a lot more serious. And I think that was the turning point.
It was perfect.
I now see why this mod won Yuri mod. And most of that isn't because of Yuri, like, especially in Act 4. Act 4 was so good. Like, it hit everything it needed to hit with the MC, because this is not a Yuri mod. This is an MC mod, for sure. Well, it is technically a Yuri mod, but I think this is more of MC's story than Yuri's story.
I think Monica really what the message was that she sent to everyone in part.
True.
Yeah.
True.
It was like, you're gonna need a villain in this story, and I feel like Monica being just a regular jealous-ass girl was nice.
I felt this ending more than DDLC's ending.
I don't know, because the ending for DDLC was like years ago whenever I first experienced it.
Yeah.
So, but God, that was so good.
Yeah, that ending was amazing. It was really good.
He was like you were reading the part of the opinion, and I was like, damn, I'm a lonely ass motherfucker. Like,
how was my reading though? How was my voice acting?
Oh yeah, I wish Ryan was in the Final CG. Voice acting was really good too.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. No, as much as we can.
Wait, no, Brian is here. He's right here.
Oh well. Oh yeah, Brian looks so much bigger in the other one.
Yeah, he does. He's right here. Oh, that's a flower. No, like
maybe they're on a hill.
I'm pretty sure that is Brian. Yeah.
It's Brian. They wouldn't forget Brian. Also, I was wondering what the portrait was like.
Yeah. I mean, if that is Brian, that's a huge portrait.
Yeah. It's the only complaint I could have after Sayori
after like the turning
was
point
like the music choices for some of
them.
the
music choices were pretty.
Doesn't really make sense.
They were questionable.
Yeah, but it didn't really matter that much.
I mean, Act 4 onwards was just 10 out of 10 for me.
Oh yeah.
It was at least like story and dialogue wise, it was so good. Like especially MC's dialogue to himself was so good because it immersed me so much. Yeah. And reading it was an absolute joy. Like that was awesome.
Oh, hey, you ain't gonna watch it, but I just said. I'm sorry, I know your shit so much.
Yeah, Noah, if you are watching this, your mod sucks in the beginning. I'm being honest with you. But that ending, bro, that ending hit so hard.
Midpoint further.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what he wanted to do, you know?
Yeah.
He wanted to hit that point and just keep going with it, you know, just to try to signify, hey, that's real life.
Yeah. This was. Frankly, I give this mod a 7 out of 10. Just because how slow and how bad the beginning is. Like, it drags sometimes.
I wish the CG was made by the same people over and over. Like, the first one was just...
horrible.
It was like, oh...
But this one's really good. I like this one.
Yeah, this one's good. Especially this
I might make this my wallpaper.
Oh, that's great. I might have to go through this mod myself. Like,
Yeah.
Just to, like,
the sex CG
really
was the best.
Oh yeah, totally. I agree. I love sex.
Nah, the death CG.
Death CG was a lot more. It was a lot more than I thought it was gonna be.
I love how we actually went from hating. No. From hating the MC in the beginning. Like, we hated MC in the beginning. And we kind of did, like, until halfway through. But in Act 4, he just developed so much. And, like, and at the end, like, I understood that, yeah, he did things wrong, and he did not get a happy ending, but he did eventually find tranquility in, like, his darkest time.
That's all we need, baby. That's all we need. You know, Masky becomes Gordon Ramsay of Kagan. We need.
I mean, honestly, if Noah makes future mods, like, as good as the second half of this one was, I would. We're sure that choosing Drop It doesn't do shit, right? Because that's what I assume. I assume that there was only one ending to this mod.
Oh, no, there's still. No way there's any. I mean, you could just go skip through each and everything.
I mean, we could, but I don't feel like it.
I like this, you know.
This ending is, it's bittersweet, just like DDLC. And I think like half of the DDLC mods like end like bittersweetly. I know Exit Music. Exit Music didn't do an epilogue like that. Like Exit Music, like Natsuki, like Natsuki like died and that was it. That was it. I believe MC also killed himself at the end of Exit Music. Yeah, that mod just has a bad ending in general. But Exit Music is also one of my favorite mods, so. Well, you know, as the Natsuki man of the group.
My favorite mod out of all of them I still played is gonna be Blue Sky. Like this is really good, and I think it's gonna be like probably my second.
Yeah, this is definitely in my like top 3.
But the fact that Blue Sky.
No, I think if this mod ended right after Yuri died, I don't think we'd like it as much as we do now.
No, totally not. We would not.
Act 4.
We wouldn't be able to see the MC's progressiveness.
Yeah, because the entire structure, the entire structure of him like watching Yuri die, and then Act 4, it was natural. It felt real. And I almost teared up a couple times, like reading through Act 4 and the epilogue.
Only one part where I teared up, and it was at the picnic part.
Yep. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that was.
Hard. It just hurt, you know?
Yeah.
It just does. Because, like, God, I can just imagine, like, someone doing that. And,
I know, yeah.
Yeah, like...
I teamed up.
I love how Brian was just a really good person here.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, without him.
Yeah, this is the 4th episode, and... Of course, when I release all the episodes, like, people will actually be able to see this, and we'll be able to go back and look at it.
Yeah, but we have to go through edit stuff, you know?
Yeah, we gotta edit, like, a couple things.
We'll do that together.
Yeah, yeah. And then we'll probably release Undertale Abridged Episode 2 soon.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Sam's gonna try to help me edit now, because editing is...
I like funny part.
I don't like editing. It's tedious. It takes a while. You gotta watch through the whole footage, and especially when our videos, like, well, our raw film is like hours of footage, like that everything is important.
Just a movie.
Yeah, I feel like for the VNs, I feel like we really shouldn't like. I think for a mod read like this, like in the first half, it was kind of our normal abridged style, but starting around Act 4, we didn't make that many jokes. Like we kept it pretty serious.
It's just. It set the tune really well.
I know, like this
would have been in bad taste to make.
It was like, oh my god, this mod's ending was so good. Way better than Exit Music ending.
And I like doing like tier list and
yeah. I'd give this like a low A or high B tier. His worst taste is in even worse taste after that ending. Yeah, true.
Yeah. I need to change that.
Honestly, yeah, I think this might be my favorite mod. I feel like I like Exit Music slightly less because the ending of Exit Music just hurts.
Yeah, but developer said that's what he wanted.
I mean, yeah, that is the goal. Like, I understand that, but this ending just feels a lot richer. It feels more rich. Like, it's just...
more.
And I'm glad that we got that extra Act 4 to really develop that, because if we didn't, it would feel so sudden just to do a random time skip.
Just a little regular thing. A small detail that I just like and stuff is whenever we get to see what other characters have done in the meantime.
True, yeah.
And Alec, why are you like this?
Is
Does that even say? I can't read it.
that?
It's small on my screen.
Hold on, let me see. It's friggin' Burger Pants.
Yeah.
No one can know!
Yeah, I'm totally gonna play this a little my spare time again.
Yeah. I'd probably skip, like, the first few acts, but I feel like they are crucial in developing what happens later.
Giving you that, you know,
Yeah.
MC.
Also, this music could definitely... The music definitely could have been looped better.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Like, the music in general... Like, the music in general is my biggest... Well, my biggest complaint, obviously, is the slowness of the early game, but...
I can forgive that.
I can forgive that, because the ending more than makes up for it. Like, I was saying, like, halfway through, like, this... It might be one of the best endings I've ever seen to a mod.
Oh.
I mean, I haven't played Blue Skies yet, obviously.
It's hard because Blue Skies has like multiple routes and such.
Yeah, but for a one-ending mod, I think this is the best one.
Oh, totally. I don't even want to compare the two because they're like really different.
Yeah, this one, like, I feel like in the beginning the creator was kind of treating it as kind of a joke. But then as it got, like, further, it got, like, the more that we got further, the more serious it got. Like,
inside of me.
yeah. Like, the further we went on, the more serious it got. Like, especially starting around episode 3, it got pretty serious.
I'm telling you, a turning point. Sayori.
I know. Like, that was the turning point. The turning point of the mod.
I'm glad that she didn't die.
Yeah, I think my favorite moment. Well, obviously my favorite moment was the epilogue. And probably number 2 was when MC goes see... Well, I'll just call him Dartfic. When Dartfic goes see Sayori in the hospital for the first time after she wakes up. But number 3 was when Sayori finds Dartfic in his house and they share that moment. That moment was so good. That moment was so good. Because Sayori has finally accepted that, you know, she can't have Dartfic, but Dartfic also realizes that they are friends, and they will always be the best friends that they can be to each other.
He hurt just as much as she need him.
Yep. And that they kind of explored that, like, Dan kind of explored that in DDLC, like, it's like we're better at taking care of each other than we are of ourselves. I don't know. I don't know. This mod was really good. And for our first mod, like, dub, I guess, this was pretty good. This is pretty good. Next, we'll probably do either Exit Music or Blue Skies. Or Brand New Day. I think we should start with Brand New Day. We should have started with Brand New Day.
Yeah, Brand New Day is really good throughout.
I think it's the most popular one as well.
I don't know. I just really like Blue Skies. It's so fun.
We should do one none of us have played, though. Yeah, like we did this one.
Yeah. But, like, if we're always doing ones that we never played, then I wouldn't get to experience Exit Music, and he wouldn't play Blue Skies on the other channel. Which I think would be a really big hit.
Yeah, I would probably never play Blue Skies in my own time. I probably wouldn't play any other mods in my own time. Like, I played Exit Music in my own time, but that's because, like, you know, I'm a huge Natsuki fan, and that's, like, the biggest Natsuki mod. But I probably wouldn't play any other mod, like, unless it was on the channel.
What the horn? Suck my dick. I don't even think I have any more else to tell you except for amazing job.
Yeah.
Noah.
Noah. Yeah, Noah. Great job. Great job. This was a good mod. Yeah. I don't really have anything else to say.
Yeah. I just want to say, guys, click that like button, subscribe.
Smash that subscribe button! And as we do at the end of...
Slam the knife right into that subscribe button.
It's her AC joke. No, the reoccurring jokes was the worst part about this. Like the freaking
AC
delightful.
jokes were
Oh, I do actually have one more thing to say.
Oh.
Dr. Langton was
Go
the
around school.
Dr. Langton. Dr. Langton was the best OC in any mod. I would say that. Dr. Langton was a real one.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. And as we do at the end of the series, we always let Alex have the last words. So, Alex, if you would like to unmute and say your one, not so much a word, but your noise. Nah, bro. Man said nah.
I just.
Oh my god, I can't. This is gonna take so long to edit.
We'll get through it.
Well, we're not gonna edit it.
How
We're
long-
just like editing out like certain parts that we talked like about our personal life and
Freddy Fazbear.
and Freddy Fazbear.
I don't even know why I remember Freddy Fazbear.
I think that was in episode 3. I could be wrong. Oh my god, this was a really good series though. I think this is.
Oh, I just have.
I think second. I think third to I think third to the original Undertale Abridged and Undertale Corrupted. This is probably my third favorite series we've done on the channel.
I've finished 2 of them.
Undertale Corrupted will always be my favorite series.
That's you and Alex. Ugh. Yeah, Monica's still the best character. I don't really care. Yeah, she may have, you know, killed somebody, ruined other people's lives, yada yada, blah, blah, blah.
Yada yada.
Like, she's hot.
Damn. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about this mod.
Yeah, let's not drag on, because I have to use the bathroom since, like, the 4th act. Sitting here, suffering.
Yep. So,
But,
I mean, these first 2 CGs were not it, bro.
like, why? I
The
guess
water
it's
fountain.
It's either he got new people to do it over time, or he did them himself and just got better within that year span.
Yeah, like this one is pretty good. These 2 are all right. We got the Jacked MC here. Jack does
Zach,
fit.
that's my boy.
These 2 are pretty good. They kind of fit in the moment. This one is
Oh, yeah.
really good. This one is really
Oh, yeah,
good.
really good there.
This one was. I think this one is my second favorite. This one's my favorite, obviously, but yeah, this one's
Send
really
me a
good.
party, here, I'm gonna make my profile picture.
Alright, hold on. Oh shit. Alright, hold on. Hold on. I sent it in Gen Chat. But yeah, guys, I think that'll be it. I think that'll be it for this mod. So, if y'all enjoyed this mod,
Alright.
if y'all enjoyed this mod, make sure to let us know, and we'll probably do more mod dubs in the future, and we'll probably try to finish DDLC and DGS. It's just for that we usually get all the boys to do it.
And one of the boys refuses to talk.
Yep. But
Jade.
I hope you guys enjoyed this mod, and I will see y'all in like 5 months or whenever we feel like posting again. So.
Oh, we have to edit all this shit.
Oh yeah, true. Me and Sam are gonna do a lot of editing, so we're probably gonna be releasing a lot of highlights before we release like actually new content. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.
See ya.